Welcome
Welcome.
to the Three Oak Podcast, where even artists can be fans. AJ the Menace.
Shane M. Petty.
Leon Gamble.
And today we have with us the young brother that I just met not too long ago.
Yeah.
Come to find out, we probably met before.
Probably.
Everybody in this
Everybody.
table
Everybody.
and everybody in this
Everybody.
room is connected.
Yeah, right.
Some way or another.
Yeah, we all just figured that out within this last hour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Brother.
I really thought I was walking into just some. I didn't know
Some
anybody.
didn't know what the fuck, yeah.
Know anybody that I knew.
Like
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
somebody
yeah,
I
yeah.
just met off
Yeah.
Instagram. And
But
shit.
shit, that's good ass energy though to be able to go in there and like come in place that
Made
you
me
have
feel
no
better,
idea.
Yeah.
Comfort
Oh,
zone.
Oh, but you introduced me.
brother,
yeah.
Champloo Sloppy.
Hey, and
Yeah.
you said it right.
Yes, sir.
People always say shampoo. I'm like, well,
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm like, well, I did used to have nice hair, but
Hey, yo, you know one of the first things I was thinking? I was thinking, what hair are you going to come with? That was one of the things I was thinking about today. Well,
Yeah, because your hair was high.
Yeah.
it seems to
higher.
be a thing. I actually, I have court coming up in a couple days, and I cut my hair to look more presentable. But then I
Yeah.
cut my hair, and I was like,
A brother that
"Ooh, I
knows how to
kind of
move
look
this
like a
system.
serial killer now." Like shit, maybe I should have cut it a little bit longer.
All right, I'm falling
Whatever.
too in line with stereotypes right
Yeah,
now.
right. I know. Way too deep. I'm like, they can
Damn.
definitely see all my face tattoos.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mikey? Yeah. Oh, hey.
hell yeah.
Marcus
But,
again? I'm sorry.
oh, no, you
That's
good.
okay.
But,
That's okay.
what was I about to say?
Yeah,
Damn.
that seems to be a problem on my Instagram too, since it got deleted. Like I have a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
old pictures.
Yeah,
And
so
people
I
like,
saw
don't
that, and
know-
that just happened like a week ago.
Yeah, like right before tour. It was like 3 weeks ago. It was literally like the day before tour, and they were like,
So they just completely eradicated the whole thing. Boom,
yeah,
bow, just out of there.
over weed.
I was gonna ask you why.
Over weed, getting reported for weed, because even though marijuana is legal where I am and what I'm doing is legal,
Yeah.
it's not legal in America. So by Instagram standards, if it gets reported enough, they have to take it down.
Wow. So people are reporting your shit like that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I would
most
say,
definitely.
You know,
The hate is- the hate
trolls,
Because he
real,
had,
bro.
he
The
had
hate
a
is
lot
real,
of
bro.
followers, too. So,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like
yeah.
20,000.
Oh, yeah,
It
yeah.
took a long
And
time
so
to
there's
get there.
people
That's-
that-
Hey, that's what's up though.
You can't even see half the people that are disliking your shit.
Yeah, it doesn't
I mean,
show you.
yeah,
It's like
yeah,
snitching anonymous or
Uh-huh.
some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
real, like-
It was probably 5,000 people who were just following you to report your
hate
shit.
or
Just to hate.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
And
crazy.
I run into the problem of like parents DMing me bullshit. Like,
no, for
like,
real?
oh, my kid idolizes you, and all you do is smoke marijuana. And I'm like, do you drink alcohol or something
Right.
like that? Don't come
Yeah.
at me sideways over
Right,
some bullshit.
right,
That
right.
shit's
That's true.
legal where I'm at. I moved here to be legal. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
That's true. And then, like, yeah, getting into that alcohol versus weed conversation with anybody, it's like, you don't want to go down this road
yeah,
with me,
exactly.
man.
I was doing that shit right
You
now.
don't want to go down this road with
And
me.
I've even-
It's going to look ugly for you for the alcohol
Yeah.
side.
Right,
I'm
right,
gonna
right.
look way better in this.
Uh-huh.
I've also even told parents like, "Yo, scroll up and see what I'm talking to your kid about," because I guarantee you it's their anxiety or some bullshit like that. Like I'm
Right.
trying to
Yeah.
help them work through something. Like you look at me and think I'm a bad influence. Read the text and
Yeah.
you'll be like, "Well, keep talking to this man." Like for real. Like
Yeah.
I swear that I've never. I'm not trying to negatively
That's the thing,
influence
man.
anybody.
People like to put a label or put things on somebody without ever having a conversation with them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like they have no idea what you're
skin
about, what
color,
it is.
just
yeah.
skin
instant
color,
judgment.
tattoos,
Anything.
all of
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah,
every
Like,
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gotta tell y'all shit.
Yeah.
Straight up,
Yeah.
like-
Oh,
You
yeah,
already
yeah,
know,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
Grew up
Yeah.
with that shit, right?
Yeah, and especially like that's a big problem nowadays. That's just a bunch of bullshit, man. People need to just fucking be people, bro.
That's
that
it.
Shit
That's
really
true.
That's it,
upsets
bro.
me. Like,
But
when
see, I was gonna
yeah,
say
yeah.
like especially in this generation now where everything is like, even though we're closer by technology, we're sort of like further away now.
As
So
people.
Oh, it's people. Yeah.
yeah.
The
So you can
distance
just
there.
say whatever you want. You're not even meeting somebody and
it
just judging them.
dehumanizes
Yeah,
people
yeah,
because
yeah.
you like not you necessarily, but like a person may say something to me on the internet that they would never in a fucking
Fucking
life
life.
say to
Yeah.
me
In
to
front
my
of your
face.
face, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it gives them that hidden
Safety.
power.
Yeah,
It gives
yeah,
them that
yeah.
hidden power, and it really lets people like express their bullshit, man.
It is, man. It is, and they
At
see
the
a lot of
comfort of their
bullshit
own
on there.
home.
It's a lot of false equivalencies, a lot of false things that.
Yep.
I'm
And then
saying.
it leads to stereotypes of people being this way or that way, and everybody judging each
Yep.
other off this shit or that shit. I ain't got
Yeah.
time for none of that.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. Because it's too stressful. You be like, please keep that energy over there, my G.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
I'm
Honestly,
fucking
like,
tired.
when I grew up here, bro, like I don't even think any of us acknowledged race. I don't think any
Nah.
of us gave a
No,
fuck.
bro.
We
So
were like,
you-
oh, you
Hey,
make
fuck.
music? I make music.
shit-
Let's
So
make
are you
music.
born and raised? Are you
Uh,
born and raised in Raleigh?
North Carolina? Yeah.
Oh, in North Carolina
Yeah,
primarily?
yeah.
Or is it the Raleigh area?
Holly Springs, Raleigh.
Got you. Okay. Damn. So that's what's up. See, but then you did music too, so that might be why you felt like you didn't feel the racism too.
Yeah, well, I went to an all minority school. It was it was like in Pittsboro, North Carolina. It was a minority school, and I was like integrated into it, and I was in the newspaper for that shit. Like, and I just didn't experience it the way that like it just wasn't a thing. It wasn't like, oh, he did that because he was black or he did that because he was white. It was just like he did that because he's retarded. Straight up. Like, but now it's like every little thing has to be something about race, and that's
crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
It really pisses me off, bro, because it makes tensions with people that shouldn't even fucking exist.
Be there.
And they never thought about it because it wasn't on their mind to begin with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kids are not born racist, bro.
No.
I asked my nephew the other day, like, oh, what color is that kid? Because he said like a weird name, and he was like, he's a boy. Then I was like, facts.
Exactly.
Yeah,
He's like,
oh, that's the right answer.
He's like, oh, he's Spanish. After I like broke it down to him, like what I meant. But yeah, he didn't even know. I'm like, oh,
Damn,
facts. That's awesome.
Yeah,
like,
they're taught
that's-
it, you know,
that's-
like
that's
people
good.
pass it down and shit. Like the reason why people get like racism will keep lasting if people keep teaching it, you know, and
And
passing
pretty
it
much,
down
yeah.
and shit.
and keep using it as a thing
As
for
a weapon.
everything.
As a weapon, too, yeah.
like,
Yeah.
because then what happens is, oh, all white people are all racist, and all black people are racist, and really, it's only an American thing too.
It really is.
Like, and it's only a white and black thing. It's
And
like
that's
white and
something-
black people
That's
are
it.
having a pissing contest
For
that
no
doesn't need
reason.
to exist.
Yeah, for no
And
reason.
that's something
people
that
ain't jumping in that
Nah,
shit.
they-
like,
That's true.
These other
Like, for
minorities
real.
are not jumping in the
They
shit
don't
at all.
care.
No.
But that's
Like-
something that I've always heard that I've always wanted to experience. They say like overseas and like
It's
in other
different, bro.
countries, like race isn't the hot topic.
No.
No.
So it's everybody's
Mostly in
moving
America.
differently. Yeah, it's literally mostly here. So
Remember, I told you when I first moved there in '99 because I came from Jamaica in '99.
Oh, word, okay.
I had to learn that I was a black kid. I didn't know I was black.
yeah,
I just knew I was a kid, but then they were like, I heard somebody describing
was a
me,
kid.
and they were just like, "Yeah, Lauren, the black kid." I was like, "Who?"
Like,
The what
are you
kid?
saying? No, that's real. And the thing is, like, what I've learned from other countries is they don't care if you black or white, and if they're black or white, they don't like us because we're Americans. Like,
Yeah.
that's a fact. That's a fact,
Like,
dog.
oh, if I go there, I'm good. I'm like, no,
No.
the fuck
No,
you
Yeah,
not.
bro.
no,
People
no,
hate
bro.
us. People hate Americans, bro. They don't care what color you are.
'Cause
Some
we're
people,
entitled.
yeah,
Privileged as fuck. I was just about to say it.
and come
Exactly.
through disturbing other niggas'
Yeah.
shit. Like,
I hate when I hear people say like, "Oh, every other country's so much better." I'm like, "Go protest in Egypt and
Yeah,
see."
see
and
what the
watch
fuck
what
happens.
happens.
Yeah,
They don't
yeah,
use
yeah.
pepper spray; they
Yeah.
shoot.
Yeah.
Go post something about Putin in fucking
Putin.
Russia.
Oh, it's
And
gonna be a
think
rap.
they're
coming
It's
to
gonna
your
be a
house.
rap.
yeah,
First
and,
of all, bro.
and the military's coming, not
Yeah.
the police.
Exactly.
Yeah.
First of all,
Yeah.
the internet shuts it down.
And they
You
drag
can't
you-
even post shit about him. So like, I don't fuck with Donald Trump. I don't fuck with Hillary either. But the fact that people can express their feelings about them and not have their door kicked in
That's
shows
That's
a
the
lot
shit.
about our
Yeah,
country.
that's the thing about the country.
Like,
That's dope.
That is true.
Yeah, it's like when the whole flag shit was going on. That shit kind of irritated me, to be real. Like
The-
everybody throwing
the
the flag on the
Confederate flag?
ground.
Oh, the American flag.
The American flag,
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
like, that's super entitlement, bruh. Like, you know what
That
I'm
is.
saying? Like we are. You're able to burn that flag because you're in America. Like, you know.
Yeah,
and,
that's
and
true.
I may not fuck with a lot of the social structure of this country, but I know the freedoms that I've gained from being here. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people are ignorant to what's going on in the world, so they think it's really bad here when they don't realize that it's really good. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
compared to
Right.
some place. I'm not gonna say it's better than everywhere.
No, it's really good compared to a lot of places.
lot
a
of
lot of
places.
places.
Pretty much, yeah.
The majority
we're in
of
the, we're in-
places is
we're
really
in-
good.
We're in the top 3.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Racism's
A
bad.
best
go,
place
go
to
deal
live.
with some
No,
real
yeah, there's-
government control.
like-
That's true.
for real. Where
At the
they
end of the day, a lot of things that we deal with aren't really that bad. It's just like society issues
standard.
and stuff like that. To our standards, it's crazy.
You ever like done any research on like how real North Korea really is?
Oh, it's vicious.
Re-
Bro, I
oh, some,
understand.
yeah, yeah.
the only good thing coming out of North Korea is that they don't think weed is anything.
Yeah.
You can literally grow weed, and that's the only thing that is
Yeah.
beneficial there. They play their fucking national anthem over loud ass speakers every day and shit like that. And
The
like,
whole country's on a mililitary base.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
It's
crazy.
insane.
Yeah.
It's insane.
But then
yo.
that's so
but we got
crazy.
it bad.
Yeah, but we got it bad.
bad,
Yeah. I'm chilling, bro. I'm too American for this shit.
I go in there.
Yeah.
Well, I used to know some real gangster ass people, and one of them got deported to Honduras, and he was like, "Please bring me back." He was like,
Dang.
"Please bring me
Yeah,
back."
that's
yeah.
true.
The government will pull you out your crib and murder you in the street there, and just
And
leave
you be good. And
Yeah,
you can't do
oh,
nothing
you're
about
selling
it.
drugs? Life sentence. Like,
Damn.
But
Shit.
by life, I mean death.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
My life, I mean, that.
Yeah.
Ironic.
Quite opposite. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy, yo.
I
Yeah.
can spark one of these.
Yeah, go ahead. You got a lighter? Okay. But yeah, man, so damn, yo. Yo, we've been talking for like an hour before
Yeah.
this podcast even started, just so y'all are we're already on, like, we just had to save some topics, though. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, that was the main thing. We try to save topics because we'd have burned through a couple of them already.
We on-
On that
we on
behind the
rage
scenes
weeks.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have to go back to the beginning. You know?
Clicking
We
up
got
left
it, but
and
we
right.
got to we have to start from the beginning with you. So pretty much born and raised in Raleigh.
Yes.
And then when did you start like the whole music thing? Or matter of fact, what's your upbringing like? Kind of like parent situation,
all right,
like
so
siblings.
I have a single mom.
Okay.
We came from an abusive household before that. Moved to North Carolina.
How old were you when you got out of that household?
Like 11.
Okay.
Right before I was old enough to do something my damn self.
Gotcha.
And then we were here, and my mom's kind of always been like a foster mom, like taking in trouble.
Oh, shit.
Ever since we got out of that situation, if she sees a kid in that situation, she gets them the fuck up out of that situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Cousin's cool, right? We've been
You good.
Bro, it's wide open, bro.
Yeah.
I met my dad when I was like 11. It was like 5th grade, however old you are.
So this the abusive situation wasn't even from your dad.
It's a stepdad. His name is Will Vogue. Fuck that man. If you see him, slap the shit
Yo,
out of
it's
him.
fades on site, bro.
Yeah,
Fades on site.
I put his name straight.
Yeah, bro, you did, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not running from that. When I see you, it's fades on site till death do us part.
Wilco Construction. Do not hire that man.
Me and you have a
his children.
Oh shit.
That's it.
He did crazy shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he would make me watch scary movies, and when I got scared as a kid, he like beat me and be like, "Men don't show fear" and shit like that.
What the fuck?
What was he? What the fuck was his motive? What is he trying to do?
Make me a man, but he didn't know how to.
That's
do
not-
it.
Didn't know how to do it the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He killed a rabbit in front of me because I like Peter Rabbit. He was like, "Men don't like fairy tales."
Oh,
he
this
was
nigga's really trying to
Holy
he was on some
goddamn,
other
bro.
shit. Like,
It sounds like a
He was
terrible
trying to
movie,
like
bro.
he was trying to like
I
get you
could
to
be a
love
movie.
something.
Yeah, this
Trying
sounds
to
like
get you to love
a
something and rip
horrible
it from
movie,
you.
bro.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
This is worse than Michael Jackson's fucking.
That's what I'm saying. This sounds like some
Yeah.
Stephen King shit, like almost like a scary movie.
so fuck that dude. Like,
Yeah, bro. It
All right.
fades on
I
site
totally
till death
agree.
do us part. Yeah, bro.
But I grew up like, I had 2 different crowds at all times because I got influenced by a gang at a young age. And
Okay.
I did all that shit, and then I chilled with people like Dexter who hated all that shit. and
Yeah,
tried to keep me the
yeah.
fuck
Shout out to
of it.
Dex.
Yep.
Yeah,
Strizzy.
they would always like, nah, come this way with it, come this way with it, don't go that way, and then,
Yeah, can you close that for me? Oh yeah, go ahead.
My
move on.
bad.
No, you're good. You're good.
But yeah, no. So like, I was always really torn at life because I've been a nerd at heart, bro. Like, I love comic books, video games, animes. Like, I'm trying to fuck with all of that. But back in that's actually something I'm really proud about nowadays. Is like nowadays it's cool to be yourself. It's cool to like Pokemon.
That's true.
It's cool to like anime.
And I was just gonna say that you were probably like a nerd at heart, but back then it wasn't even cool.
No,
it wasn't
no.
cool.
Yeah.
Being yourself wasn't cool, really. It was you had to be a gangster, pretty much.
Yeah, you had to be hard, bro. I couldn't tell
Yeah.
people
You have to be
like,
cool and
oh, we about to go do some missions. All right, cool. Let me save StarCraft real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
You were doing D&D, like you were a fucking target.
Bro, I play D&D. I don't give a. I play a game called Zombicide. I just started playing this tabletop Dragon Ball Super card game. That shit is fire. Yeah, bro. I'm very glad that kids can express
themselves and not and it's
not
cool.
feel.
It's
Yeah,
nerd,
like that's
nerd
what it's-
culture.
yeah, that's
Nerd
what it's
culture
supposed
is
to be
really
now.
big now with the superhero movies and all that
everything
shit.
is
You know,
coming
like,
back, bro, and I
Yeah,
fuck
that's
with
true.
it to the fullest.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
It's way better than even though that gang shit still exists, people fucking are just using gangs for clout nowadays. It's not the same that it used
You don't
to
feel
be.
like
just
you
for
have to be a
image, yeah.
part of it to
No.
go down the street and shit. No more.
Yeah.
And it was such a good
Exactly.
feeling to feel that shit come back around to where like being yourself was cool because then it's like now you're not confused anymore. Like growing up, you was kind of confused about should I be myself. Now
Yeah.
you're like I knew I was the coolest nigga out here.
Yeah, now everybody's
like,
on my way.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you and
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
Naruto, watch some Ninja Scroll.
Yeah, it's
or
like
some
now I know
goddamn-
I was the coolest nigga anyway. I knew
Yeah,
this
I-
shit.
I did this shit. Oh,
Damn, that's true.
make your heart explode. No,
yeah, I told him about that shit.
But so yeah, you was into that, and then when did you start like doing the music thing though?
I've been doing music since I met William Ward and Azon Blaze.
Dub
I know
2.
Azon
Dub
Blaze,
2.
yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah,
Azon
Dub
Blaze.
2. Dub 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Dub 2
That's
gave me a
Azon
couple
Blaze,
beats.
yeah.
Yeah, back in the day.
WT,
we
my
wrote a couple-
oldest friend
Fire.
in
Fire.
Raleigh.
Damn. Okay.
I started doing music because somebody in our
You met
group.
them in school?
Nah, we lived in an apartment on the second floor, directly diagonal from each other.
Oh,
and we even
shit.
built a pulley system from porch to porch.
Oh, that's fire.
I've known him long enough to play in the sandbox with this man. You know
That's
what I'm
dope.
saying?
Damn.
dope.
Yeah, throwback.
we've
yeah.
been on it.
Life friends.
But somebody in our group told me that I couldn't rap because I'm white, and I don't really like people telling me I can't do shit.
Yeah.
So I started writing and shit, and then I've been making music ever since then. Probably like 13 years old, 14 years old.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, but I've only really seriously been dropping music since last May after my sister passed. I was like, fuck this shit. I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm putting it all out there.
Going for broke pretty much.
Yeah.
Damn, so that's what's up. I'm about to be high as a Sprint bill.
Oh yeah. I'll stop.
Oh,
I
shit.
don't need to influence you.
I'm gonna be behind the Sprint bill.
Hey, because look, for those who don't know, Sprint let a nigga go for 3 months before they cut your shit off.
I know. I'm timed that shit, motherfucker.
When times was hard,
Yeah.
Sprint held me
Had to let
down.
that
That's why I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care what none of y'all say, bro. I'm not leaving Sprint, yo. I'm
Yeah.
ripping with Sprint. Sprint held me down when I was dead broke.
3 months, that's
shit.
solid, bro. Because Verizon
3
they
months
get you
is
1.5.
I wish a landlord would do that.
And then-
what?
Then after 3 months, I'll be like, let me just make a payment arrangement. They'd be like, all right, click it right
Another
back.
3, like
Yo, and got another 2 weeks down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fuck with
fire.
Sprint. Shout out to Sprint. But so you only been seriously doing it for about a year. But
Yeah,
see,
almost a year now.
But okay, but you've been bro, because you're connected with him, so it's like
I've been the
you've
fly
been
on the
doing
wall,
it. You've
like-
been doing it
Yeah,
for a
yeah,
while
yeah,
though,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
for real.
So you've gotten time to actually work on the craft and get it to where it needed to be. So by the time that you got serious, it could be good shit.
when I listen to my own music, I laugh at myself.
Of course.
Straight like that. I'm like, what the fuck was I talking about? Like,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's straight for what it was, but it's not what it should be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Everything happens for a reason. It wasn't my time until now. Like,
So when you started really going hard at it, like, did it automatically trigger as soon as those events happened, or like you went to the drawing board, got a plan together, social media wise, and all that shit?
no, I straight posted one song, and Riff Raff reposted it. And then it just blew the fuck up, and mad people were in my DM like, "Did you see Riff Raff talking about your song? He posted that shit."
Damn.
And
The first song.
yeah, first song, it was about my sister and my brother and my nephew passing, and I guess he just really fucked with that shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this just for 1 second.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm gonna spit it out, but
You good.
so I did that, dropped my first song on SoundCloud, and it just did really well, and it inspired me to just keep doing that shit. Really,
Because you kind of jumped into that, like all the people that you named, like earlier when we were talking, like. So the only reason I know about like all the people on SoundCloud is because the No Jumper podcast.
okay.
So that's how I started learning about all that shit. But like you're like in that world almost, pretty much, like
The SoundCloud rappers.
the SoundCloud rap. See, I didn't want. I wanted to ask you what do you officially call it?
I mean, I don't give a fuck. I'll be a SoundCloud rapper. That shit pays my bills. I'm not a fucking Target rapper, and that's what matters. I ain't no fucking Wendy's rapper. Like, make fun of me for making my money on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Like, who cares?
No, but that's so crazy how like your first joint, like, because I feel like when we were on SoundCloud, when I was on SoundCloud, it was like I was on it, but I don't think anything was booming on it until
Yeah.
like
It took
It's
a
a
while.
hard market.
Yeah,
it's hard, bro.
It's a hard market.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
hard
not
market.
easy, bro. So if you're doing it, you're
But it's
doing
more,
it.
it's
Yeah.
more recognized now, though.
Yeah.
It's way more
It's
recognized now.
recognized
Yeah.
now.
I'm blessed because of the people that have helped me and the people that I've just happened to be surrounded by. You know, like when I was with Smoke Perp and them, we were on live, and they asked Trapzilla. They were like, "Oh, what do you have to do to make it as a SoundCloud rapper?" And he was like, "End up at this house." And I was like, "Oh shit, I'm here!" Like,
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
eye opener. Like,
Damn. So
That's dope.
that was your first one. Have you dropped a full project yet?
no.
Yeah, I was about to say, it
have
looked
no
like it was just
tapes,
singles.
No EPs.
It's just a bunch of just
Just
tracks
singles.
right
How
now.
many songs?
I think I have 9 songs out right
Yep,
now.
yeah, it was about
Yeah.
9, and all of them do well too.
Yeah, these last ones aren't doing as well because I lost my Instagram, so it's like I can't promote it as well and
As well,
stuff.
yeah.
Gotcha.
But whatever.
But you
know,
still got
bounce
some. You still
back.
got like
Yeah.
a
Still
track
got your
record on
following
it.
though,
Yeah, you got to
still.
follow
Yeah,
on
exactly.
SoundCloud still. So you still got it. You got something in the works project wise?
I have a tape coming out called I don't know what it's called actually, but it's dedicated to the Chive Center, and the Chive Center is really where my music began. What happened was
The Chive Center.
that's in Florida. Shout out to Charles Weedle. He's a super good director and editor, and he just loves.
I'm good.
He just like orchestrates it's kind of like just an underground spot. He really is like the best director I know for like underground people and stuff, and he really puts their videos out there and stuff. Like, so I woke up. I had never met them before. Talked to them through Instagram, kind of like with you.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I'm trying to come down there and get a video directed and see what's good and just go from there. And I woke up that morning that I was supposed to be flying down there, and that's when I got the call about my sister and my nephew passing away. And I had to decide, like, yo, either I'm going to still go here or I'm going to say fuck that and not go there. But I went anyway, and they were super supportive of me, and they, like, really helped me through that time. So I want my first tape to be, like, kind of like about that experience, and I have a feature.
That whole process or journey.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a feature from everybody that I met in Chive Center that connected me and helped me get to where I am, and then just put that out as kind of like a tribute to that time in my life where I was able to like get over that because of them. Like they really did help me through that, like because it was a hard time, you know. Like,
that's a great idea.
Yeah, that'll be ill when you put that together.
And it'll be my first one, so like
It'll be done right. Yeah, it'll be. I mean,
I'm taking my time with it. Like I want it to be right.
Exactly.
There's backbone behind it though. There's a reason.
Anytime you have a solid foundation for why
you're
you're doing something, it's gonna come out a certain way. That's gonna be,
exactly.
at the right level.
Right. It's not gonna just be thrown together. You know what I'm saying? It's
and then me and everybody in Day God have songs together that are super unreleased, but it's like you have to take your time with things and you have to make sure it's mastered correctly and stuff. Like it's okay to record in your closet. It's not okay to drop music that sounds like you recorded it in your closet.
I'm so glad you said that.
For real. Like,
Hey, can one of y'all do me a favor and close that door? Like give it a hard pull. But I know exactly what you mean, bro. It's all about that quality.
Yeah.
No,
and then you've been working with Caps too. So 9 Triple
he
Nine.
produced the first song.
He produced the first.
Oh, word.
He produced Peak. Yeah.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
No, because this is the crazy thing. We talked through DM like a year to 2 years ago. It was like a year to 2 years ago, and I was, if you want to jump up here, but we were talking, and I checked it all out, and I was like, oh shit, this motherfucker, he working out here, yo.
Yeah.
But I wasn't on my shit, so I would.
Caps is super slept on. Just
Yeah,
like
no,
half the
Caps
scene
be
in
out.
Raleigh. You feel me? Like,
Caps been killing it from back in the day.
We put in a lot in the last 3 years, like producing wise, visual wise, artists, everything. We put in a lot in the last 3 years, like, and then when Sloppy started doing what he did, everything
It
was
went.
out the window. Yeah,
It was like everything was getting set up, and then once you came into the picture, shit was.
yeah.
I got away, bro.
It
If I see something I want or how to work up to the top of it, I'm gonna get there. You
Yeah,
feel me?
facts.
Word.
We learned
For
that
real.
shit from being here, and then going like he went different places and met different people, and he's the one that taught me everything as far as to get my stuff on Instagram up.
Oh, okay,
or any
okay.
social media. I'm on.
There's an
I was-
algorithm to
I was gonna
everything.
ask you about that because I could tell you have studied the algorithm. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like, and he put you on kind of how to do that. So where did you take the time, or you just kind of just knew it?
I have watched way too
just
many
watched.
videos on how to do all this shit and taking way too many.
So you went
notes.
to university, kind of.
Yeah, I'm a
yeah.
researcher, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
if I-
IG University.
Yeah,
IG University,
Yeah.
YouTube University.
I'd like to think that I try to move correctly, and I like to go into a situation with some kind of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
That's smart.
And I would say that if this was a role-playing game, one of my highest characteristics would be charisma, because I like people and I like conversing with people and stuff.
Yeah.
So I feel like that helps me get to where I need to be. To
That's
be honest.
true. See, I've studied the algorithm myself, but I'm trying to get better at conversing with like the people, like because when me and you talked,
Yeah.
it was natural. It was like boom bow, what's up, bro?
Easy going,
Yeah,
like-
let's go ahead and do this. You know, other people, it's like you could tell they're not talking to you in a real way.
Yeah.
So it's like I can't talk if it's not in a real way. It's kind of weird. So it's like you think I'm curving you, but bruh, our conversations be awkward, bruh. Like,
Yeah.
like-
Yo,
You know
some
what I'm
people
saying?
really just don't know how to compose themselves.
Yeah,
It's like-
yeah.
And it's not even necessarily a negative thing, because some people could just be socially awkward.
That's true.
Like, you
That's
know,
true.
Or just have anxiety or this or that. Like, I have anxiety.
I was about to say, yeah, because
I
I
was
see
nervous
your.
before I came here. I'm nervous before every show, but as soon as I walked in the room, I was
It's
like,
good
oh,
to
this
go.
is lit. As soon as I get on
Yeah.
the mic, I'm like, oh, this is lit. You know, like
And especially when you check the vibe of everybody and everything.
good
you know?
aura.
And everything is good, yeah.
Because you can definitely feel it in the air.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
you
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
real
every time.
shit. Like,
Yep. And then and you're a big like advocate for anxiety because like your merch and everything is
Yeah.
going towards.
yeah, I
like,
donate 25% of all merch to anxiety. Well, we do as a group, Day God, to
Okay.
merch, and
How many-
15% of all bookings and features go. to
oh, that's
anxiety.
hard. Shit.
Yep. And
That's
then
nice.
sometimes I'll do it just if I'm feeling shitty. I'll be like, here's $10 or just whatever I can. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
because. Like, bro, when I'm trying to make it so that I can influence people, I'm not trying to make it just for myself. Like, I want to open youth centers and shit like that. I want to keep kids from getting in gangs. That shit is not cool. That
Yeah.
shit is not the move. Prison, not the move.
Yeah.
Like, you know, all that
Facts.
shit, not the move. It's just
Facts.
not the move.
Yeah.
Like,
So, I
is
mean,
a-
like, you,
Hey, that's your next song, man.
It's true.
Not the move, bro.
move.
You
Not
gotta
the
do
move.
that.
Not the move.
That shit
You
is
gotta do
not
that,
the
bro.
move.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
definitely gotta do that.
so like, honestly, I mean, just from this brief conversation and just getting to know you, like literally just meeting you, like apparently we've seen each other, but just meeting you, you sound like you know yourself pretty well, bro. Is there a point in your life where you think it just like it snapped and you was just like, this is who the fuck I am, or you just always been that way?
I've always been me, but you know, as I said earlier, like growing up, me was sheltered more because of situations I was put in and stuff like that, and people I was around. But it was kind of like, well, getting out of prison really changed my life.
Yeah.
Damn, how long were you locked down?
16 months. It was absolutely
Long
ridiculous.
fucking
Yeah,
enough.
that's long.
Yeah.
Long enough. No light switches,
Long enough,
no
yeah.
fucking doorknobs, no fucking pillowcases, just a bunch of bullshit. Like,
Every day I wake up to some bullshit.
yeah, exactly. And then after that, that's when I moved to Colorado because I was like, well, I'm not going to get arrested for weed anymore if it's legal.
So that's how
over
you
here.
got out there.
Yep.
Got you. Okay.
So I went out there. I started growing weed with Garden of Weed in. They took first place at the Cannabis Cup like a couple years ago. That was lit. They started growing. Well, not growing.
So
but
you came out as an entrepreneur from the jump.
Yeah.
And did
I
like
moved
a
out there with
partnership
like
with them?
$215 in my pocket, and then
You got one of those stories?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom, I spent all my money on groceries. All my money on groceries. I walked to the fucking store, bought as many groceries as I could, and stocked the fuck up so I won't burden on nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Straight, because I'm gonna pull my weight no matter where I am. I will not be the weakest link.
I feel
Nobody
you.
can say that about me.
Yeah.
Nobody can say that about me.
That's the
I am
last
not
thing.
the weakest
That's the
link.
last thing you gonna call
Far
me.
from it. We will fight. Like,
Because I make sure that is literally my sole purpose. I'm out here doing work, bro.
and nobody can also, before the age of 20, you could totally say I've done negative things to people. After the age of 20, nobody can say I've done anything negative to anybody in my damn life. Before, I changed 180. Fuck all that shit. Good karma, positivity.
Yeah. Give it
So
out, get it back.
You see both sides, bro.
Yeah, bro. I had to really find myself. It's hard to love yourself, like when you were raised a certain way. Like you know, my mom tried hard. She worked 3 jobs, and then I just experienced life however it came to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that is you're learning yourself in a different way. Like I'm learning myself in a way where like my parents have taught me how to be, and then it's like how to infuse, because they gave me 5 responsibility, goals, and morals. Now I have to infuse who I really am into those into the structure that they showed me growing up. You know what I mean? That's kind of real.
I'd say I really awoken when my sister died, though. That's
So
why I got my face tattoos and shit.
So how did she pass, if you don't mind me asking?
Car accident.
Car accident.
Don't fucking text and drive. Don't drink and drive. All that shit is reckless. Like,
okay.
100%.
And
she was 8 months pregnant.
And your nephew.
Shit. Yeah, she was 8 months pregnant, just about to have a baby. So, all that shit was. It's just whack. It's a whack scenario.
And that's when the anxiety and the depression thing, like.
Well, I've always dealt with
it,
but it's super heightened. Like, I just think about her too damn much to be 100% honest. Yeah.
How far apart were y'all?
4 years. So it's like she's my
yeah.
little sister. Like I grew up protecting her, and then shit happens. But yeah, no, I just, if I'm I can't go to sleep without the TV on. I need something to distract me, and that's when I said earlier, like. I just think about shit that I have no fucking business thinking about. Because if I'm not thinking about her, all like my anxiety's bad. I'm like, damn, I wonder how these kids are feeling. Like kids that I don't even fucking know. I'm like, I wonder why kids have anxiety over this. I just think about too much damn shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I hate that a lot of people can't express themselves the way they want to, right? Or like be who they want to be, or they have to feel like they have to fit some kind of stereotype or some kind of bullshit. Like all that shit is just a social stigma that needs to like
that mental
not
block.
exist.
That's kind of good that you have like altruistic thoughts like that. You know, like caring about what how other people feel and stuff. You know, and that's a good characteristic.
I just feel like there's a bunch of kids in the world who probably grew up the way I did and don't have any fucking guidance, and that's all I needed.
And the fact,
And
the fact that you're an adult and you're like, I know how to like channel it, move it away, and like give back the right way to help guide somebody through the same shit.
You feel like you have a responsibility to put that shit forward.
Yeah, like I said earlier, tell these parents, check your DM, check those kids' DMs, and see what I'm really like them about. Because you're gonna be like, oh, keep talking to this dude, like straight like that. Judge me if you want to, because of these Disney tats on my face, like
that's so crazy how you really have Disney tats on your face, and your
people
first
be like, what's banging?
They think the complete opposite. Like,
people like, what you bang? I'm like, women.
Like, so what you like?
You immediately be like this. Oh, he's into some shit. But you're like, bro, this is Disney, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I just saw that you have Big Hero 6 on your leg.
Yeah. Hero 6, Mike Lazowski.
When did you start getting tats?
As soon as I could. Way too young. Because I regret some of my tasks, and I wish I would have waited until I had until I felt like I could express myself, because they would all be Pokemon and anime characters.
Hey, man, but you know that bag is coming in now, so hey, you can go ahead and do some things.
Right, Caps.
Y'all out?
Oh.
It looked like it looked like a farewell. So. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Pokemon. I thought it was a farewell.
Oh yeah, they probably smoking a cig.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that is a conversation me and him had when we first met at Shakedown Street.
What?
I remember he had got sick.
Yeah.
He had got a
Cigs are
strep
hard.
throat really bad. And
okay.
and he was like, I haven't smoked for like 6 months, bro. I was like, word. Yeah, I remember that was like one of our last face-to-face conversations, which is kind of funny.
Word.
Yeah, cigs are horrible, bro. That shit
They're
don't
hard to
make
get off,
no
too,
sense
bro.
to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, they are.
I
Like,
can't smoke those.
well, you kind of are.
Right here. Right? Well, nah,
Just
it's
keep
not
it.
the same.
I mean, it's not.
See,
that
I tried the
different.
vape thing, bro.
Yeah.
See, I can't vape though. It makes it weakens my like nasal cavity or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'll fucking get like nosebleeds or like dry it out.
Word? You
I'll
get like too dry and stuff.
way too dry. Yeah, I get
See,
dried the fuck out.
I can't talk too much shit because I smoke swishers, and that's obviously tobacco. Like,
Right,
and I'm
right,
trying to
right.
get off of this. Actually, I'm trying to.
But
work
if you,
towards,
no, it's different smoking cigarettes and swishers. It's
Yeah,
like,
no,
yeah.
that you overachieving.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
When you say you smoke swishers, you mean just straight out the box? Straight out
No,
the box?
hell
just
no.
okay,
I just
okay.
mean like I
Right,
blunts.
roll
Yeah,
blunts.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I was like, no, because some people do that shit.
Yeah, but when you got
Yeah,
both
so,
of them,
okay,
bro,
yeah.
this shit is intense, bro.
Yeah, you're over.
But that shit, yeah, it's
Like,
real though.
But I just don't like cigarettes because like it doesn't get you high. It costs mad money. It smells horrible, and
So
it tells
true.
you on the package it'll kill you.
Yeah, it's true shit, man.
Very
If
true.
you all right, so the best metaphor I have for it, right, is if
Okay.
a shorty looked you dead in the face and said, "I have herpes," and you're like, "Cool, I'm gonna hit it raw." Like, like
Deal
that's
with the
basically-
consequences.
It's the same thing. Like
that's basically
gen-
what
the
you
general-
doing because
yeah, the
right on the
warning right
package
here.
it's like I could fuck you up, and you're like, facts. Like,
right.
Bro, the way you put that just now makes so much sense.
Yo,
God damn, bro, that shit's real.
I am
Yeah.
not a yes man. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
tell people what I think, not what they want to hear. Like,
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you gotta be, bro,
It
to
is,
make
man.
shit
that's a
like.
good friendship, bro. I want
Yeah.
people to tell me what the fuck
What
they
the fuck
think.
it is. Yeah,
like,
every
for
time.
real. Don't let me be negative. You know
Right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Like, help me, help build me.
Right.
Too many people like sit around and watch people go down.
Go down
and
without
don't
doing
try to
anything
pick
about
them
it.
up or nothing, bro.
That's true.
That's just the worst, bro.
Yeah,
Because
bro.
people enjoy watching you fall.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
It's
that's the other thing.
horrible.
It's,
That
it's
whole-
crazy.
it's
It's crazy.
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
know,
Because
bro.
I think it makes them feel better about themselves.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the misery likes company thing is
Yeah.
is completely
Yeah,
real.
come down to my level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what they should
Feel how
try?
I feel all the
Making
time,
somebody
yeah.
else feel better, because that's really
That's
what
really
makes
what it
me
is.
feel better.
That's the
about
thing. Anytime you
myself.
make somebody
Like,
feel good, you feel good. That's
I
why they
feel
say to
great
give. That's
about
why,
that
That's why they
shit,
say
like-
giving is like the best thing to do because you feel great about the shit after the fact.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
no, that's real.
Makes you feel really
though.
good.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a rewarding feeling.
I wouldn't be DMing these kids back talking about their high school problems. I've been out of high school. You feel me?
Yeah.
If I didn't care about helping people, like straight like that, I know plenty of people that don't have time for that shit. I don't have time for that shit, but I still do it. I
Yeah.
poop twice a day. I can sit there and talk to someone on Instagram, like for real.
Damn,
like,
twice a day. Damn, I gotta get on that.
Yeah.
I do that
I'm a
once.
single.
Once a
yeah,
day?
once
That's
a
'cause
day.
you're not cooking everything at home. I bet.
That's
That's
true.
true. It's true.
I'm
Facts,
moving them
that's true.
shits. I'm doing
Yeah,
minimum
change-
two a day.
Minimum two?
Yeah. Change,
Minimum.
Change
Nah,
it.
I'm on-
yeah,
I'm on a
sometimes
day.
I'm on like that 6 level, but it just depends on what's going
It
down.
depends on what kind of day I've been having.
yeah.
It either depends on what kind of day I've been having or night I've been having.
For me,
Yeah.
For me, it's when all right, so my stomach gets fucked up when I get out here eating all this bullshit. Like I said, being on the
Yes,
road,
sir.
that
Yes,
shit
sir.
really affects me. Your
Yeah,
diet really will affect you and your
Yeah, and when
mindset.
did your tour start? Because you're on tour right now. How many cities?
Oh shit. I'm not good with stuff.
Yeah.
Promote that tour.
It's well, it's kind of an odd tour. It's with Insane Cloud Posse.
No, you winning, bro. You doing
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
You doing
yeah,
that.
yeah,
No,
you
no,
doing it.
no.
You doing it?
Yeah.
And Lil Toenail. Shout out to Lil Toenail. If you don't know who he is, everybody should look him up. He's literally the biggest influence in my music career. Like my best friend in this
Lil
this
Toenail.
music.
And you
shit.
know what? Is he from the SoundCloud generation?
Yeah, Florida.
Okay, bro. Florida.
He's on the billboards right now. He
Florida
just
is?
did,
He's on the
for
Billboards,
Pipe
right?
Down. He just did a song produced
okay.
by Joji. You know who Joji is?
No.
Oh, you got to look into Joji. He used
Okay.
to he's a YouTuber. He started doing like Pink Guy and Filthy Frank.
Pink
he
Guy, I heard him.
he invented the Harlem Shake. That's the dude that
Oh,
started Harlem
okay,
Shake.
okay.
He's like I think he's Japanese and some form of like European, but I'm not sure.
Oh, shit. Like the,
yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit, I gotta check that out then.
He's super good, but yeah.
But you know, one thing I do appreciate, the names are amazing, bro.
Yo, yeah,
names
right.
are amazing.
I
Lil
fucked with
Toenail,
it.
bro.
Lil Toenail.
Toenail.
Yeah.
It's catchy. He's a
It's-
genius.
yeah,
He's a
yeah.
genius. Like
Yeah,
straight
it's
like
crazy,
that.
bro.
Like, because you're gonna look into him. Once you hear it, you're like, all right, I gotta look.
I
him
mean,
up.
a lot of
Like,
these,
you know?
a lot of these people's names are just like you're like, who the fuck is that?
Is this
Right,
person?
right,
ugly
right,
guy?
right, right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
right.
Even me, like Champloo Sloppy. Like,
Champloo
I-
Sloppy. Yeah, you're
Right,
like,
Any anime head's like, oh, facts.
yeah,
right.
It's true. You're automatically connected with your market and shit. Yeah.
But yeah, no, Toe, bro, he's gonna take over, bro. He sings, plays instruments and shit. I don't know if I'm dry snitching right now, but but he does a lot, bro, and people are not ready for that shit. But the tour is called the Slam Fest 2018 tour.
How many
and
cities?
It started in Rochester, New York on 3/1.
Okay. Beginning of this
So
month.
yeah, April 1st. And then it goes to or not April.
March
Yeah,
1st.
March.
It goes to April 1st from March 1st.
So
I was gonna correct you, but I was gonna wait till you finish.
Yeah. I was looking at where it ended, and I just said it.
30 days.
But yeah, it's like 28 cities. I'm pretty sure it's pretty much
Damn, so you
back-to-back shows
moving.
the whole time. Yeah, I'm really sad to be missing a couple days of it. Like,
Yeah. Damn, bro.
because they keep sending me all these
This your first
dope-ass
tour?
footage and
Yeah,
shit.
This
you
is
like,
your-
damn, I
this
should be
is your
there.
first tour?
My first official tour. Because the
First
last
tour.
tour was just not as orchestrated. not
Something you put together
orchestrated as well.
yourself.
How
No, something another artist put together, and I was just with it, you know.
how much do you think you can attribute to like you being over damn near you're on the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? You're in
Yeah.
Colorado, like attribute to you being able to like even network with these people to be in the right places in the right rooms and shit like that.
I don't know because I met everybody. Chive Center is in Florida, so I had to come to the East Coast. But I think getting out of Raleigh did the most for me to keep
Okay.
it 200. Like
Yeah,
for a couple reasons. One, I became a man here, so not everybody knows me for what I am now. They know me for a bunch of fuck shit that I'm not doing anymore.
Right.
You know, and I'm sure that a lot of people in their hometown feel like that because you have to learn how to be a fucking adult. You know,
yeah, and
Right,
these
right.
are the people that are
Still
going to
judge
see
you
me
as a
being an
child.
adult. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. And I have, like I said, I've been in this music thing for a long time. People ain't asked me for features. Like, it's straight like that. Nobody wanted a song until now. And I'm like, no, thank you.
Damn.
And it's not even hate. I still got love for everybody out here. But if we weren't doing music before and you knew I was doing it, don't ask me now.
Right.
Yeah, it's
right.
too late, bro. Yeah,
Right.
I'm working.
This train
dog.
is on. Like,
Right.
This train is
right.
moving.
for
Yeah, bro.
real,
Right.
Yeah.
Damn.
I will say that the music scene in Colorado is a lot more accepting and bigger than what I experienced here in Raleigh.
Okay.
But it's like I said about
The
that.
amount of people that will actually show up to an indie show,
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I've done big shows out there. Like
just on some in town shit.
Yeah. Like
Damn.
straight up. I mean, sometimes there's headliners and stuff too, but still,
yeah.
it just pulls a bigger crowd there. I
Right.
feel
Exactly.
like.
Right.
And it's not like in Raleigh. It's just like I said, if it was raining and I had an umbrella. Out in Raleigh, people don't like try to put their homie under that umbrella.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
wet. Like,
Like, damn, bro, you ain't got an umbrella.
Yeah. Why you don't got
So
one?
essentially, it's just like the whole. It goes back to the whole not much support out here versus support out there.
There's actually
Exactly,
teamwork
Yeah,
out there. You
teamwork
feel it.
and yeah.
Yo, everybody knows I'm making music right now. My top plays are not coming from North Carolina.
Yeah.
I
Right.
can check that shit on SoundCloud Pulse. I know where my plays are coming from.
Yeah.
Right.
Not here.
right,
Yeah.
right.
So
And
where
people
would you
know
say
what I'm
most
doing.
of your plays are coming from?
Russia, France, Florida, Cali.
Damn.
Yeah.
You gonna be ready for an international, like a overseas tour pretty
I
soon.
can't wait.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's
gotta be
gonna be
ready
dope.
for that.
Not
Yeah.
wait. Yeah.
Cause like you know to travel over there, hopping from countries is light. You know what I mean? Just
I'm
boom,
with
boom,
it. Like,
boom.
yeah,
Yeah,
as
that's
long as you got that passport.
as long as you got the
stamp me up.
passport
Like,
stamp.
And once you
boom,
get there, yeah, just move.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gonna-
take a train everywhere. Like,
Yup,
I'm
yup.
super with it. Yeah, no, I can't wait.
Damn, that's so. How did you get set up with this tour? Because you're on tour with
Lil
Insane-
Toe.
Lil
Toe,
Toe.
yeah, Insane Clown Posse.
And you met him in
Insane.
Colorado?
That's crazy.
I met him through that first tour that was orchestrated put
Got you,
together
okay.
by It's Okay to his Instagram's It's Okay Don't Be Sad, but his name is It's Okay to Cry.
Okay.
But it was his tour and I met him through there and we just really clicked up, to be honest.
Yeah.
He's probably my best friend in the industry, to be real. Like, you know, he's a very humble person. Like,
So when you
I met a lot of humble rappers and stuff that you would
Oh, that's
expect to be
good.
assholes.
like great people.
Yo, Smoke
Yeah.
Perp's huge, and
Word.
he's super like respectable, nice person. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, I met him once, and then the second time I seen him, like, I was like, oh, he ain't gonna remember me. And he walked straight up. He's like, why'd you cut your hair, bro? I was like, oh, like straight. That's
Like I know
cool.
you, bro.
Right.
Yeah. Because you know, like, I don't like putting myself on a different level than people, but I am. Like, if we're being realistic, I know who I am.
100%
Like,
facts.
Yeah.
100% facts.
So
you have put the work in.
I've been around people I have no business being around, and we all click up. It's all nice. Everybody's been nice to me. Like, I haven't had a bad experience in the rap game yet, and I don't really catch a lot of shade either. Like a lot of people have people commenting bullshit on their profiles. If it's up there, I'm gonna leave it. You feel me? Like I don't delete. No, I ain't hiding nothing for nobody. But I just don't get a lot of that, and I think it's because I don't put none of that shit out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not rapping about games. You trying to shut that? Yeah, you already know.
But shit. Oh, so because it's so crazy. You drop this one song, that shit goes riffraff. So now you're in Colorado. So do your first show? Have you even done a show before this?
No.
So that
so your first show came after,
and then do you
my
just
first show came after that,
and then motherfuckers just hitting you up, and then
booking
that's
shows,
how you
opening shows.
So
I'll host
and
shows.
you were
I'm not above none of that shit.
And were you getting paid from the jump pretty much as soon as you started? As soon as that?
No. I paid to get on the shows at first.
Couple shows,
like,
okay.
Yeah. I paid for features. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I put money into this. Like,
spend money to make money.
Yeah. I'm not scared to say that I paid, but that's what got me where I am.
So how do you feel about like?
I pay for reposts and shit. Like,
right.
What were you saying?
I was gonna say. So coming off of like your first performance being after your song started doing well, I'm saying, how do you feel about that performance compared to your performances now? Like, do you feel like a consistent growth in that area?
Yes, and that's actually something that I want to work on a lot more. I feel like my stage performance is ass compared to what it could be.
Right.
Yeah.
Like to be 100. Like yeah, exactly. Like, and it's not like I need to go home and record myself jumping around to my fucking songs and see what I like about it and see what I don't like about it. I need to get in fucking shape because I'm not 19 years old. I'm doing all these shows with all these fucking 19-year-olds.
That's true, and their energy level is different, bro.
Yeah.
If you're not in shape, you will not keep up with them, yo.
I need to get in shape, bro. For real, that shit will make a difference. Like,
because the performance, that's like, I love the performance myself. Like,
we used to practice and shit like that too. Actually,
be doing rehearsal.
We used to
your backstreet shit.
We literally did that shit.
Exactly, just like that, dog.
You have to be captivating. Like, to be real, it's crazy because you get up there and everybody is looking at you and they're judging everything you're fucking doing.
Every single
You're there
movement.
to entertain them. I'd rather fight the crowd. Because then I don't have to see them all at once. You know what I'm saying? For real. I'd rather be a gladiator up there because then all I have to look at is that one person. Like, I don't have to worry about fucking 800 people or 3,000 people or just like, that shit is too much. Like,
So what's the biggest show you think you've done so far?
New Year's, I did a show, and it was like Post Malone, Young Thug, Migos, Lil Yachty. Yep. It was probably like 6,000 people. That was pretty lit.
That's lit. Yeah. Where was that at?
It was supposed to be at Red Rocks, but then they fucked up and tried to do it
Red
on
Rocks
New
is in
Year's, and it's
Colorado.
outside and shit. It was gonna be fucking
true.
negative 10 degrees. So the promoters fucked up on that.
Damn.
Let's keep it real.
Facts.
Yeah, right. And then it was
prepared for that.
at some school or some shit. Like, so, but we didn't get as many people as we should have. But it was still lit. Like, it was a good time.
I believe it. I mean, those names are gonna bring out some like big ass people. Period.
Yeah.
So.
I just showed with Ski Mask. He didn't pull up, but
He didn't.
nah, he had some family stuff going on, so it's not like I can hate on him
true,
about his
true.
situation. Can't nobody hate on somebody for taking care of their
not
family.
at all.
Like, but so I ended up basically headlining that, which was tight. Like,
you
know, like, and I thought it was gonna be a negative look on me, but I actually gained a lot from it, which was cool. But I'm still new to shows. I maybe performed like 10 times, bro. Like,
Oh shit.
Word?
Yeah.
I'm doing way better than I should be. Like, like, let's keep it real. Like, I haven't been out there long. I haven't been doing much. Like,
And I'm out here moving right
I
now.
got,
But you
like,
running with
3
it, bro. You in the
music
fire.
videos out,
Get it
like-
popping.
But you
running
you
with
saw
it.
the
But I'm
opportunity. You said,
building
"Fuck it, I'm
the
gonna just keep
images.
going."
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep running with it.
And I feel like I'm not even known by anybody yet. Like, I'm nowhere near like what people envision me as. Like, yeah, I'm doing better than most, but I'm not doing as good as some. Like,
Oh yeah.
you know, I'm always striving for more. Like, just because I'm doing better than people that I grew up with, don't mean that I'm doing what I need to be doing.
But
like,
seeing,
let's be real.
But seeing this
like,
constant growth from where you started already has to feel good to know that you're gonna keep growing.
yes,
then-
but then again, it's the rap game, man. You can stop growing at any moment.
That's true.
It's easy to fall off as an artist. This is
It
a really
is.
hard game. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Like, for real, you have to be.
The people working the hardest are the ones you see.
That's all it is, though, right?
You have to
Yeah,
be
'cause
100% dedicated. You have to get out your comfort zone. You have to be
that's
able to
what-
risk it. If you're not giving everything for this shit, it's gonna spit you out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be here right now. Not that I don't like y'all, but I want to be at home in fucking Colorado at my
yeah.
fucking house with my daughter and shit.
Relaxing.
Like, you know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But I'm out here doing this music shit because it's what needs to be done. It's the best look for my family. Like, You know what I'm saying? It's the best look for me.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm not clocking. Who's gonna you hiring me?
Yeah.
No, like let's just be honest.
Yeah.
You know? And I don't give a fuck. I'm never gonna work for nobody else in my life, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm totally fine with that.
Damn.
Like 100%. I will do me forever. Like
That's
if I
right.
have to, I will grow some fucking food and just sit at the house without internet and just like live my life. Like I'm not clocking in.
Yeah, I feel you, bro.
I'll get solar panels and just chill. Bro.
Yeah. My goals too. Shit.
I'm trying to become 100% self-sustainable besides the internet because I don't know how to make it. If I knew how to make the
Right,
internet,
right,
like,
yeah,
I wouldn't fuck with
yeah,
that
yeah,
shit
yeah,
neither.
yeah, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Besides that, I'm trying to grow my own food. You know what I'm saying?
What kind of area do you live in Colorado? Well, Colorado's probably just.
I live in Narnia.
Narnia, Colorado.
No, it's called Crestone.
But does it give you the Narnia feel?
There's only 150 people there.
Oh,
I
damn.
know everybody.
There's a guy,
Holy
like goat
shit.
horns and shit.
And it's literally the most judge-free, nice,
That's
easygoing town ever. And that's
Yeah.
why I moved there when I was about to have my daughter and shit. I was like, yeah, fuck everything.
A nice
else.
environment for her. Too.
Damn.
Yeah, I went to the store and these old people went out their way to open the door for me and like tell me have a good day and looking like this. I was
Yeah.
like,
Damn.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and then
Like
everybody
there are places with good people.
Good
people, yeah.
Not judge you by what you look
exactly.
like.
Well, you got to think 150 people out of 1,000
gotta
are
be nice
probably
if-
good, and
Right.
the other 850 are probably
It's
shitty.
shitty, yeah,
So in these
yeah.
condensed areas, it's hard to find that 150. Like,
That's
true.
You know what I'm saying? Like for real.
Because only like, and if you do the numbers, only about like 10 of the 150 are going to
This
be.
is a good ratio of good people for Raleigh.
That's true.
Like
No,
straight up.
That's crazy
You're
that
so,
you say that,
you're
but
so
it's
right
fact.
about that. You're so right about that.
Usually, even if 4 of us are good, there's 2 of us that are plotting on somebody.
something, yeah.
That's
You
so
know what I'm
true.
saying?
That
And
is
that's
so
just
true.
a bad mentality. But in where I am, there's 150 of us. I leave my keys in my car. Take my car. I'm the only green BMW. I'll see you at the one grocery store.
Yeah.
Like you get my shit back.
Yeah,
like,
at the one gas
you know,
station.
Yeah.
Like, where you gonna go?
The
And like,
police officer,
and-
we know them by
Knew
name.
the
and everybody knows that I do music there, and they love that shit. And and it's like I bring in the most diverse crowds to Crestone, like straight like that.
So
like,
you're bringing towns into your city.
yeah. Well, like mad homies come out there and they love it because they don't get swarmed and shit like that.
Yeah,
Right,
you know,
true.
like they can go to the store, but it's like people know when my friends are there. They'll literally be like, "Oh, you know Sloppy?" Like, oh, it happened to Caps. They were like, "Oh, you know Sloppy?"
Damn.
Yeah. Like, I remember once, like, we were at the stupa, and it was like,
That was a stupid.
Yeah, I was just about to ask that shit.
it's a temple of enlightenment. It's like 10 minutes from my house. I could probably show you.
It's a temple of
Oh, I don't have
enlightenment.
it. This is my phone.
So what does the building look like?
So it's pretty much like a white building that goes up into a gold frame with a crystal on top. It's like Buddhist space. It usually has like Buddha
Got you.
in the middle of it or something like that. It's a real spiritual town.
One of these
Crestone.
like that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's they might even be mine, but but yeah. So I go there and we're on a mountain, so I can see over a whole valley. And I used to go there and just plot on taking over the world, like Pinky and the Brain style. I still do that actually when I'm home. Because they say the great leaders used to look over like mass amounts of land and like plot on what they wanted to do. With it, 'cause I need all that shit to be mine.
Yeah.
Not that I'm being greedy either.
No, you're not.
Because if I had 1,000
But you have
acres,
but you have great plans to do with this shit. So what you gonna do with the
Look at
acres?
the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
see
I
it.
need
all that-
all that shit.
yo, anytime I'm in a high place, I'm in a
That's-
plane, I'm
yeah,
looking
yeah.
at 3 states. I'm like, should all be mine.
Yeah. Like, and then when you be in the plane and you look down and you see how like some plots of land are cut out in
yeah.
perfect squares, I'm like, I need about
ooh.
5 of those.
Yeah,
up there.
yeah. Because my ultimate goal in life is to get 1 to 200 acres and start a self-sustainable community of like-minded people that just want to come out there and help me, all of us, help each other live and raise each other kids. And
Okay.
the tribe mentality. We're
Oh, I
supposed
see
to
what
be,
you're saying.
we are
Tribe.
supposed to be in tribes.
That's
The
it.
government makes us
Yeah.
fucking hate each
Yeah,
other
yeah,
and
yeah.
not trust thy neighbor and shit
Right.
because they don't want us fucking relying on each other. They don't want self-sustainable fucking villages and shit because then what happens? They don't get their
They don't get
fucking
full
money
money,
because
yeah.
it doesn't matter
Yeah, yeah.
anymore.
Yup,
And
yup.
red and
Doesn't
what would they
matter
do without
anymore.
red and blue against each other?
Exactly.
Like that's
Yeah.
part of the
Red
game.
and
They
blue,
have to.
black and white, white and
Yeah,
brown,
yeah,
yeah.
all that shit.
We have to be divided in order for this
them
whole
to
system
system
to work.
for the system to
exactly.
work. That's
The
yeah,
United
Damn.
States.
Think about it. If it was a bunch of tribes, we wouldn't need them.
Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah.
would need them.
Facts.
We would all be living better. I'll take simple over stressful. And
Yeah.
I'll
That's
grow
so
my
true.
food. Like, you know.
So it's so funny that you said that. One, I didn't think about that. Thank you for telling us that.
Oh, yeah,
Because
thanks.
I didn't think about the whole village thing like that before. Like,
I need a village
because,
in my life.
But my whole thing is I need like 300-400 acres like myself. Like that's why when you said that I was like I fully get, but I wasn't thinking about having no village there.
see,
Which
for
why
me,
wouldn't I?
I wanted
you know what I mean?
to accomplish great things with great people, not
Yeah.
just myself.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to. Yo, if you a good, and you know what, you can get kicked out the village. Don't come on no fuck shit.
That's it.
Don't come on no fuck
It's-
shit.
we
will
chilling
pull
here,
up
bro.
and pitchfork you
Yeah,
out.
right,
Like,
yeah, we are chilling here,
like,
bro. Yeah, you got the move, bro. You fucking up
bro,
the
for real.
harmony.
Right.
Because the way it is like jobs don't have to exist. Say you're a
Mm-hmm.
carpenter, you're a mechanic, I'm a dentist. Okay, my car breaks. Fix that shit.
Right, right.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
I
My
need-
floor rips, fix that shit. When
Yeah.
your teeth hurt, I'll fix that shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, it's
Your
called a
teeth breaks.
symbiotic
Right.
relationship.
Yeah.
None of this money shit has to exist. We
Well,
don't
that's
have
just
to do
that's
this
just made
shit.
up. Yeah,
Yeah, we don't have to do this shit. Like,
Damn, that's
And
real.
grow food.
Because the trade is still a trade.
that's
regardless
when
of
the
what else
awakening
there.
is gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what
yeah,
before
that's
money.
fine.
That's
That's
what
what
was
it was,
happening.
it's
Yeah,
straight.
before
Barter.
Equal,
Money,
money.
that's what it
equal
is, yeah.
value.
Yeah.
Equal value.
Yeah.
Why is it not happening?
Yeah.
Like that shit doesn't make any
Because we
Because
created
money.
something else to that we consider valuable.
Because
Bro,
of power.
which
Because
has
when you
no
have
real
more money,
value
you
to
have
it.
more power over people.
Yeah.
You know that
Yeah.
don't have
If they didn't have the money, they
Yeah.
wouldn't have power. That's
Well,
why
real-
they won't let the villages happen. That's why we
Right.
all have to be divided. That's why I spend way too much time. Like I said, I spent way too much time thinking about all this damn
No,
shit.
but hey,
that's
I'm right
good.
there with
No,
you.
yeah,
shit.
yeah, we
right
with you,
there
bro.
with you.
Yeah,
Damn,
man.
that's so ill.
I like all this money shit for now because it's getting me to that I don't need money shit.
To that
Right,
point.
right, right.
Because I don't like this vape jacket. I bought this shit when I was really making money. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have bought this shit. It's fucking $500. Wish I had it in my pocket.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
But then again, as a rapper, there's like a thing that comes with it. You need to be perceived a certain way, and
There
this,
needs to be
that.
certain looks we see.
Exactly. Yeah. Like as shitty as it is, but
That's
you know,
part of what they call playing the game until you don't have to.
Yeah, exactly. A persona and stuff,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
actually hard for me because I've been sloppy
Playing
forever.
Playing a persona.
Yeah, I don't do
Right.
that shit.
Right,
I'm just
right,
me
right,
all
right,
the
right.
time.
Sloppy is
Like,
your-
Well,
there
when I
is
say
no
play,
character.
well, when I say
Yeah.
playing the game, I just mean like doing little
Oh,
things
yeah, yeah.
on that level.
I just
to
know that
yeah.
a lot of people play a persona. I
Oh,
meet a
very,
lot
very
of people
far.
who
Yeah,
are
yeah.
not who they are on
That's
Instagram. or
no,
this or that.
100%, 100%.
Yeah.
And do you feel like you've had more success online and just your fan base and just connecting with people just because you have always been yourself and not
Yes.
try to play this whole character?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you can never catch me slipping because there's not a chance to.
There's not a chance to.
Yeah, yeah, you're
Yep.
not gonna catch me doing any of that.
Yeah.
It seems like that's the formula every time, man. Everybody says the same thing. Who's done something or is moving toward doing something? It's just all about being yourself and making sure that you're true to that. Because just like you say, nobody can ever catch you.
Yeah,
slipping.
yeah. Because if you out here deceitful,
Then
everything in the
at
dark
some
comes
point
to
it's
the
gonna-
light.
Yeah, at
You
some
know what
point-
I'm saying?
At some
Like,
point, yeah.
I'm
is
not
so true.
religious, but I know that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Everything
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
dark
yeah.
That's
comes to
true.
the
Yeah.
light. Like, yeah, and everybody thinks like, "Dang, God, like I hate religion and shit." I don't hate religion at all. I think that
I would peg you as a pretty spiritual person, probably.
I'm spiritual. Yeah,
Yeah.
and this
Yeah.
is the thing. I believe in a higher power, but I don't believe in labeling that shit because religion is supposed to be one of the most positive things on this planet.
Right.
But it's just another thing to divide us.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a pissing
Very
contest
true.
as
Yeah.
well. I don't
Yeah.
believe in conform religion. You know, like you can't tell me that because I don't say that Jesus Christ is my savior that he can't see I'm a good person if he exists. If there's a higher power, he's gonna judge those that are good and judge those that are bad. And besides that, like ain't shit. Like just do good shit and good shit will
Yeah,
happen.
it
Right,
really does come
right.
down to just
Yeah.
the spirituality thing. It just bro, I remember when it came to the religion conversation. As I got older, I started thinking. I said, "It's way too many of these to pick from. Like, like, am I supposed to pick one and hope I made the right choice? Because what if I'm worshiping this one religion? No, go ahead. What if I'm worshiping this one religion my whole life? I die, get up to the afterlife. They talking about
Buddha.
you were- I'm like, bro, I didn't learn nothing about you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And then you have to think about the business side of it because there are as much churches on every corner as McDonald's.
exactly,
Yeah, so-
exactly.
They all making money.
Every
Yeah.
neighborhood has to have
And
one of
collecting
these
that
things.
plate.
You know what I mean?
Passing
Like,
around that plate.
Yeah.
No, dead ass.
Where's that money going?
And like I said,
Tithes
I
and
don't feel
offering.
that there's nothing wrong with religion because as long as you're
'Cause
doing
it does-
correctly,
'cause
do that
it-
shit positively.
Yeah.
But don't
'Cause-
use it as a crutch. Don't
Exactly,
Use, like,
because the main thing that religion helps teach you
Morals.
and that a lot of people need is the morals,
Morals,
and
yes.
the moral compass
Ethics
of
and
what's
all that
right
stuff,
and what's
what's
wrong.
wrong.
your parents should teach you
Right.
morals.
Your
But
teachers-
they
Yeah.
use
Yeah,
they
as
use
a
institutions
guidance.
like
Yeah,
that
as
for
a
guidance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's like the one thing we all have to initially constantly go back to the Ten Commandments.
Biggest
boom,
problem
bow.
with that. A lot of parents
This
don't
is
know
how you should
right.
act as a,
See, and that's
a good
the thing.
person.
Yeah, they make sense,
Yeah.
but people take that shit way too far with
They
other
do,
things.
yeah.
Like, I don't feel like people should impose their life on other people. Like, oh, you need
No,
to
they
believe in
don't.
this or be this. Like,
I don't think that
no,
either, bro.
That's just
Hey,
not
you
cool.
know what I was just looking at? Oh, we were driving down the street like a week ago, and it was two kids. It was the Mormon kids riding their bikes. I said, "Yo." I just every time I see them, it blows my mind that the Mormons be having these kids out here on these bikes. Sorry, not Mormon, Jehovah's Witness.
Jehovah's
They do
Witness.
it
Yeah,
too.
Jehovah's
They
Witness.
do it
The
too.
Mormons
There's
do it
Christians
too.
out here on
But
bikes. Like,
they be out here on these bicycles, really knocking door to door.
Oh,
yo.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah.
they
I
hit my
see
door,
them
too.
and I literally think your life sucks. Like, I'm
That's how I
sorry. Like,
feel,
like
yeah.
straight. I'm like your mind will never be open.
Like, that's the
they
thing
hate their
that kills
job
me
and
about it.
shit.
I feel like you're like some of the teachings like continually
Restrict you.
restrict
They
you,
don't
want
pigeonhole you into
it's
this
because
one path.
Religion's
saying?
scared of you looking outside of religion because then you find other
Other
things.
things.
Yeah.
When I was a child,
And
I
when
went to
other things
church.
start to make sense, you start to fall away from that. Yeah, and it's like,
You're like, I don't
well,
know about
this
that.
Kind
But I
of
just, yeah.
And get against science and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, science is the wave. Like
Yeah.
straight like that. But even religion's changing because what the fuck? I'm having a brain. The Vatican
Yeah.
came
Vatican.
out. Sorry, I had a brain.
You
click.
good.
The Vatican came out and said that the belief in aliens doesn't deny the belief in God anymore, which means like they know shit. Like
But
they got that big ass telescope in there. Like
yeah.
like
And then when you look at how you say religion's changing now, you got to think about how much has it changed in the past anyway.
a lot.
Saying?
A
So,
lot. That shit
yeah,
is not.
so it-
Shit, religion used to be something to stab somebody over. If you were Muslim and
Yeah,
I was
wars over
Christian,
this.
you would
Yeah.
not, or Jewish or any
Yep.
of that shit, we would
Yep.
not be sitting here
Yep.
right now. We'd be beating each other with these mics. Like,
That's
Because
true.
God told us to.
yeah, religion's one of the
Yeah.
biggest wars. And
Don't worship
longest
another
lasting-
God.
But they're still doing it over there in Israel.
They
and stuff.
are.
They're still
Yeah.
fighting over religion, bro.
On
That's
the
it.
border.
So with that said, and being like that, the internet is so big. Would you say that the internet has helped tearing down some of these barriers or creating more?
Probably. I mean,
It lets, because kids don't know that they're not allowed to believe in God.
yeah.
If their parents don't want them knowing that. Like my nephew didn't
Oh,
know that
that's true.
shit. I have a friend named Cameron Nazi, and I'm in a video with him, and he has like a cross, and it has an X through it. It just says bad religion under it. And my nephew was like, "Why is he wearing that?" I was like, "Oh, he doesn't believe in God." He was like, "You could do that?" Like straight up. Like,
Yeah.
like, yeah, no
Living in a world
idea.
where that's not. And then he
Yeah.
was in here. He was here too, right? In the
Yeah.
Bible Belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
yeah,
North
yeah.
Carolina.
Yeah.
you know.
Yup. So yeah, it was like everybody goes to church. Everybody believes in God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's
So
super
Dead God
judgmental.
is the company. Is it the collective?
Yeah,
pretty
we're a
much?
group.
It's the
me,
collective.
Sad Boy Traps, Blaze Guy, Yusuke Shorty, fucking Ben's Rome, The Morning Sun. I'm pretty sure that's everybody.
Okay. And how long have y'all
If I forgot you,
been
whatever.
operating under the Dead
I'm
God like name? How long y'all been operating?
A long
under,
time.
Long time.
A long
Okay.
time. Yeah.
Damn, that's ill. So what kind of project and like music stuff y'all got coming up in the future?
We don't have no names for nothing.
No
but
names
we
for
got,
nothing?
But we have all of us have a EP with each other, and we probably have a tape together. Like we're just trying to formulate things correctly. Like
Put
make
the
sure
marketing plan
everything's
out
too.
correctly.
Yeah, yeah. It's like chess, man. You gotta move appropriately.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
the names typically, from my experience, come last anyway.
Yeah.
Of the name of
Yeah,
the songs and
names.
everything.
Well,
Yeah.
the names of like projects and stuff like that
Yeah.
kind of come throughout the process.
Throughout the project, yeah,
throughout
yeah,
the
you
process
figure
of
out
making it, you figure
Yeah,
out
you'll know
Going
exactly.
into
we're
it
going
with
into
something
it.
doesn't
Yeah,
seem right.
yeah. It's like I can't completely structure this around a name when I haven't structured what I'm doing yet.
I never go
completely,
into
you know
a song knowing what I'm
No,
going to make.
exactly.
Like,
You
I
go in
listen to
just
the beat and see
and
what
get
it
it-
tells me to make. Like,
and get it popping. Exactly.
Can't force
and
anything.
Exactly. And at that point, you come up with something. as far
See,
as
and
that goes.
I may not record as much as people, and in their minds, I'm not working as hard as them, but I'm not forcing shit. So you're not gonna get no ungenuine bullshit from
Right.
me. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even, and it's like, so I'm sure that y'all know in Raleigh, like it's really bad to rap. You're supposed to make hip hop. Like,
Right.
Let's be real. Like,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to be a rapper.
Nah,
you still
nah,
need to be
yeah.
an MC.
You gotta be. Yeah.
Yo, there
boom
is-
bap.
We do
You gotta
have
be
that.
boom
We do
bap.
have
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you
That's-
want that new wave shit? Your
Yeah.
shit is trash. I'm like,
No,
well,
there's
it's got
definitely-
100,000
there
plays.
has
It's
been-
old.
Yeah.
It's
There
old
have
head
been-
syndrome.
There have
syndrome
been
out here.
generations of like, okay, see, that's why I want to talk to you about that because Caps came from, he was an MC. Like,
Yeah, I was
Caps
here. I was here
Caps was
watching
MC.
everybody.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like, and then when we were talking about what you were doing recently, I was like, oh, this nigga changed everything up. Like, I wonder when you reached that point, like,
Yo, my
Yeah.
shit is rap, but there's bars in there.
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Oh, no, no, no.
yeah.
And see,
You have-
that's what I
Be
was
like
listening.
water, bro.
Yeah.
Be
All right,
like
all right,
water.
Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bend.
I learned that the hard way. Low key, the only reason I I did that is because of the people I was around here.
Yeah.
I listened to 3-6 growing up my whole life since I was like 8 years old.
Yeah.
I love trap shit.
Mhm.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I just never made it because we were on that boom bap shit.
Yeah,
And I don't have
Nobody
nothing against
would've
that shit.
accepted like
No,
even
yeah, and
vibe
what-
to it here.
Yeah.
Nobody would have put their hands up.
But that's the
nothing.
thing. Yeah, they kind of just shut it out without even giving it an opportunity.
Yeah.
Out here.
But
Yeah.
now, when you were, because you were hanging out with Strizzy too, on top of that, like,
Yeah. I love
so,
Strizzy.
so were you doing like that MC rap too?
Yeah, that's
I
why I say when I listen to my old
And
shit,
then-
I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I
And
went
then-
to the store.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, and and then the other crazy thing is that I'm listening to your music, right? I'm listening to your, so to me, like when I listen to like the type of music that SoundCloud like artists have been producing and stuff like that, it's like they have mastered how to just be off but be on at the same time, which is hard in itself.
Yeah.
You know, the way they're riding the beat is just already so hard because there is a formula to it. It's just if you're thinking in the MC mind state, you cannot ask. You
Oh
can't
wait, do you mean
can't
what I've
harvest
been
that.
talking about?
Possibly. I
Do you
don't
mean
know.
like when I was saying like with Lil Uzi Vert, I was keep saying like he sounds like he's a second faster than the beat.
Yeah.
And I was asking you, is that intentional or does he just have
think it's
pacing
intentional.
problems?
I think it's
Yeah, it's
intentional.
intentional.
I think it's intentional.
Holy shit! I thought he
Yeah.
just had pacing problems.
Because
Catch the beat,
you can tell,
motherfucker.
but the ones that are good, but you can tell. So that's an art form in itself.
Yeah.
But I still hear it in yours. See, I can tell you come from like MC rapping because
There's bars in there.
because there's bars in there, but you're on time, but you're still off time though. Sometimes you know what I mean.
I mix it up.
Some people just have it off time, but like you come on and it'd be like you're like, no, he's almost out of pocket. But he's right there. You know what I mean? Like you're always holding on to that last
Dump the clip maneuver
that,
whips.
yeah. Some people, their whole style is being super early. Some people's being super late. You know what I mean? But yours is like it's right in that sweet spot. It's
It's
it sounds
hard, 'cause I still have
know when you
MC
hit the
in me,
track.
you know?
Yeah,
Like,
and so
yeah,
you know when you hit the track. You know what I mean?
And I'd like to think, and you know, only other people could really like tell me this, but I'd like to think that most of my songs don't sound the same. Like
No,
I
they
wouldn't,
don't.
I wouldn't
They
put
don't. They
myself
do not,
in a
yeah.
box. You know, like, and some people say that's good, and some people say it's bad. That I need to be, you know, have a sound or whatever. I don't like that shit. Like, yeah, he be telling me have a sound, but
Okay.
but for me, it's like I like that we could listen to all 9 of my songs, and some of them you might be like, wait, that was you.
Exactly,
Like, yeah,
exactly.
like-
Because I listened to all of them, and some of them I would really
I
have to
appreciate
check.
that.
Yeah, most definitely, bro. I had to do my research now. So like, I'm listening to them, and I was like, I'm going back. I'm like, okay, I think that was him right there. Like, it does sound different. Yeah. There's a couple joints out of some, but you got some bangers in there though. But
I
yeah,
appreciate that.
yeah.
Because I'm super self conscious about.
Yeah,
my
bro,
music,
yeah.
Like, to be honest, like.
Because see, that's the thing. See, that's one of the things that like it's so interesting that it like I met you and then like you're connected to Caps because I didn't know anything about like this like wave that was even going on at all, and just like down to the instrumentals is just different. You know what I mean?
Yo,
Like,
and you know what's sad, bro? Like, just to put it out there, you didn't know about that shit. You know why you should have known about that?
Why?
Because we know so many people, but people
Yeah.
don't put each other
around.
on.
that's true. That's true. And I learned about it.
Nobody's saying, "Oh, Sloppy's doing really good with his music career." Like,
And I knew about-
like, to be
and
real,
I
y'all
knew
should have known. Like,
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right,
I should have known
Ex-
about y'all before
exa-
Esco. Like,
Right.
as soon as he told me, bro, like.
That's so
Yeah,
true.
like, that's we're all connected. But
That's
nobody
true.
knew.
Nobody-
Like,
yeah,
That's so
yeah.
true.
Good point.
That's so
that's
true.
just
I
that
didn't think.
Raleigh mind state, and I'm not hating. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, stop that shit.
But at the same time, they all know it, so you only got to put that disclaimer out.
No,
there.
it's
yeah,
known.
They
That's
think it's
true.
known. It's
That's
a known
the
thing now at this
Yeah.
point.
No, for real,
Yeah,
yeah. Because
like-
there's so
Yeah.
many people that are gonna watch this and be like, I've never seen his music, and they know me, like straight up.
Yeah. That is such a known. That is like that
And I
Raleigh
used to put
mind
on
state
for
where
everybody
it's just
here. Everybody bumped all their shit. Everybody's shit. Like what? Whatever.
That's how shit-
Y'all didn't even know I made music. I've been doing
I
this shit
didn't
since
even
I was
know.
13.
Honestly,
Ain't
man,
nobody
he
ever.
told me that you were coming through tonight. And you know, recommended I come through for everything because he was saying he was.
I'm
know,
glad
pretty
you
popular.
did.
Listen to
Yeah.
shit. And I'm like, I come through. I'm like, look familiar.
Yeah.
But
I
I didn't even
definitely know you,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's so, yo, it was just so when Caps walked in, I was like,
Mind blown.
yeah,
And then-
I
yeah,
was
and
like,
then-
what the fuck?
But yeah, that's
Cass
the
is
thing.
an OG in this
Yeah,
shit.
he is.
Yeah,
That's
you
why
started
I haven't seen
dropping
him in
names
so
immediately.
long, bro.
Yeah, yo, and Cass is one of the most slept on artists out here, bro.
He is,
To
yeah,
keep it real,
he is,
in my
he is.
opinion. I don't
Cass
have
used to
no
spit
shit.
back in the day.
Sad boy, yeah, sad
Yeah.
boy traps. I keep forgetting. My bad.
Sad boy traps. Yeah.
sad boy traps.
On the way, I was like, Caps.
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
Bro, and his beats, bro, hit up Sad Boy for them beats.
Sad boy. Yeah.
Peak is produced by him. That shit is crazy. It's amazing. I couldn't have made that song without him.
Oh, word.
You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Like,
And so, real quick, I just thought about this. The videos that you've been doing, like where you're placing them over top of the animes. Because real quick, tell them how you got your name. Like
Champloo Samurai. Samurai Champloo. That's my shit. It's like one of the best animes. Why the fuck are there not more?
I co-sign.
Yeah, right. Why are there not more seasons of that? Y'all fucking up.
Yeah, what happened with that shit?
Yeah, that shit is beautiful. Good story. Good soundtrack.
It had 2 seasons though, right?
I think 2 or just 1. I don't even remember. I haven't watched it in a while.
Oh shit! Because you know what?
2000.
The thing with that show is I've met people who were like just like y'all about the show. You know what I mean?
Too.
I like
Adamant.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I missed it
wasn't-
completely.
yeah, I missed it too.
But then, but
a girlfriend of mine got me into it.
and my homeboy Ivan, he was like fully invested in that shit. A couple people that I met.
I watched it with you before the Townhouse Apex.
Yeah, we watching in the Townhouse. Brennan J used to watch that shit.
Yeah.
But
Nujabi's, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh damn!
I think he died the same day as like Jay Dilla. Yeah, but they died
Oh,
like around
okay.
Yeah, they had a vicious sound. They had a vicious soundtrack.
Bro, that shit was
They had a vicious soundtrack.
I would bump that shit. Like,
Yeah, that's like Adult Swim. They always used to have shit.
Bro,
playing
the
on
Do
Adult
You
Swim.
Mind?
Fire, yo.
The track I got, Do You Mind? That was a Samurai Champloo sample.
Oh, for real?
Yep.
Fire.
Yeah, yeah.
that.
Because I got it from him, from Ivan, and then it was.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah.
That was all a loop sample and shit.
Oh, shit.
And then
Damn.
Mitty just chopped that shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fire. Yeah, I love anime.
But yeah. So when you do your videos and shit, like some of them you have just straight up anime.
Yeah.
Joint. Are you like editing down like a bunch of anime clips, or is it just like one long ass clip?
It depends on the video, but
Okay.
I do most of mine. He does some too. It's just something like I want to be as versatile as I can. I don't want to have to hit everybody up to do something. Like I wish I knew how to make beats. So I'm trying to learn that shit. I wish I knew how to engineer. I'm trying to learn. I'm tired of waiting on people
To get shit
like,
done.
Yeah. I want
feels
to do it
better.
all I want to play instruments and stuff. You know, like how can you call yourself a musician if all you can
can't
do is rap?
Right.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
one of my
that's true.
that's one of my personal focus too as well. So that's why
Play guitar and stuff.
no,
right?
I started to.
Oh,
But what
okay,
I want to do right now because I moved back with my parents a while back because I had some shit. And money was fucked up.
Yeah.
And making
Shit
dumb
happens.
decisions at the same time.
Yeah.
Honestly, just
Growing up.
doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying?
Grown man
So
shit.
like my biggest focus right now, and I've been away from shit for so long, but I just want to create my own space. So I'm trying to get a house like this motherfucker has.
Yeah.
But just so I can have my own space and sit there all day and learn all the shit I need to learn on my own to get
Crestone has yurts for $400 a month, everything included.
Word.
Come chill in a yurt, bro. $400 a month, you can make it. Like
That's
you're
lit.
more than welcome. Like it just be
That's
everything.
lit.
Like, I put it out
Everything
there. I'm always
included?
trying. Yeah, all utilities and stuff. I mean, and it's actually a village. It's like a small area in the middle of town, and there's like 10 yurts. And I started there when I moved
What's
to
a yurt?
Crestone. It's like this, pretty much. It's like probably not. Well, there is one that is this big. But there are no more that are this big. They're like studio apartments, pretty much. It's like a glorified tent,
Right,
but it's super
right,
nice.
yeah.
And like I've woken up like, all right, so this is why I stopped eating red meat and stuff, and I'm trying to cut like most meats out.
Yeah, you were talking about that.
It's because like I took acid and I was like feeding these deers like apples, and I was chilling with them.
How the fuck did we get shit?
In Crestone.
Yo, I didn't know where that story was going to
That's
go.
what I'm saying. I was thinking, where did the story go?
She was
I
just
see
like,
this acid,
yeah, I was
feed
doing
deers.
this, and then wow.
Yeah, right.
Like
So I
that.
was chilling with these deers, feeding them,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
common in Crestone. They really like people and shit. And there's like apple trees around the yurts, so I was just picking them off and like feeding them, like 4 buck grown ass deer,
Just chilling.
Yeah, and I was tripping, and I was like, damn. I ate one of y'all like 3 days ago. I was like, that shit's fucked up. I was like, damn. And like when I was tripping, I really started thinking about it. I was like, I wouldn't eat my dogs. Like, I wouldn't eat. I was like, would I really just walk up and murk a cow right now? No. And if I'm not going to, I don't deserve to eat that shit. Like, and
that's how you got to that.
And it got like stuck in my mind. Like, if you ain't killing it and you feel bad about doing that shit, don't do that.
Then
shit.
don't
Like,
eat it. Yeah, then don't eat it.
Like,
Yeah.
as much as I like it, I love that shit. But I don't know if I'm slitting no cow throat and fucking like.
Man, I don't think I can ever give it up, bro.
And I can't hate on it. I can't
Shout out
hate
to
on it.
okay, so
And I'm never gonna be one of those people like eating meat.
I know
That's
that,
horrible.
yeah,
okay,
I'm like,
so-
whatever.
so
eat
like-
that shit.
so like Middle Eastern and like African people, they about that. We will slit the throat of this
Okay,
goat and take that shit
it's
home.
funny that you say that because like
They will go to
No,
a
they'll do
farm.
that shit.
They'll put him in a
Kid
clip.
will. A child
will
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it.
No, because all right. Yeah, I
Yeah.
killed a chicken,
Yeah.
but so I still eat chicken.
Yeah.
I killed a fish. I still eat fish.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But no, what happened was this is what happened. I had some chickens, and I was like, we should eat one and see what's up. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, it was like 4 grown ass men sitting in the house smoking blunts, and we were all like, I don't want to kill that chicken. And I was like, you know what? A fucking Middle Eastern kid will walk in here, 6 years old, and be like, y'all are all
Pussies.
Right.
And go out there and
Because
slit
he's
that fucking chicken.
Yeah, he's out there.
And eat that shit. Yeah, whatever. And eat that shit. And we ate it. And guess what? It was the best chicken I've
real?
ever had in my
Word.
fucking life.
Like the fresh kill was perfect.
Bro, what? I'm surprised I ain't going on a chicken rampage.
Yeah. just snapping chicken necks all over the city.
But I felt bad about doing it. That chicken haunted me for a little bit.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
Yeah, and the fish, their eyes don't close. They just stare at you.
That's a fact, yeah.
But yeah, no, that's how that happened. Like, cause I used to like make fun of that shit. To be real, like, what? Well, this is the thing. I never cared about people being vegetarians. I always hated the people that are like, you're horrible human beings.
Yeah.
Like,
the ones who ran
imposing
around.
their life on
Imposing their
other
life, yeah,
people.
as you said earlier, yeah.
It got crazy on social media for a little bit. It got
Bro,
crazy on social media. It was a good like 6 months to a year. These vegetarians and vegans
going
were
in,
attacking
going
vegans,
hard.
bro.
Going in.
Yeah.
Yo,
But shit got on the news, bro.
I
Like,
posted
Yeah.
a picture eating a burger, and someone commented it and said that I contributed to modern day grass slavery and rape.
What?
And I was like, what did you just accuse me
Bro,
of?
I was like, bro, why are you going for the kill like that?
I was like,
Yeah.
first of all of my shit is locally raised, and I see how they live. They live pretty straight until
Yeah.
they're killed. Like, you know, like,
Damn.
you know, I get, and that's the other thing. Like, where I am, I could stare the cow in the face and drive to town and know in a couple days. Like,
I'm gonna be eating that cow.
yeah, that's gonna be on the
Damn.
table.
We're gonna be one.
This town sounds so crazy. I
Yeah.
gotta see this.
Bro,
shit.
come visit for
I
sure.
gotta, yeah, I
It's-
got to, bro.
Yeah, we can go to the stupa and shit. There's waterfalls, caves.
I do want to check this stoop out because
Yeah,
I'm
waterfalls and
interested.
caves.
What is it like
Waterfalls,
inside of a
caves.
Buddhist
What?
like?
Well, there's only one you can go in. Those are just temples. They're just outside. You can't go in them. You're just around them. And it's just super. Like I was saying, we met these old people, and they started crying because they said that they were up there meditating, praying about the youth and how we're all divided as like nations and colors and shit. Yeah, I had mad, like, there was like 3 black people, 3 white people, and an Asian. Like,
Yeah,
so we were
like,
pretty
y'all were
diverse,
just-
you know
Right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
And they started crying because they were like, you know, y'all all love each other. Y'all are so nice, like so pleasant. Y'all all look crazy as shit. Like, you know, but
the fact that you on
we're
a
all
positive energy,
level-minded and-
Yeah,
and putting
yeah.
out good vibes, and they really got emotional over that shit, and it was super enlightening.
Yeah, I
That
want to
shit
check
was
this
awesome.
out. This sounds dope.
Dude, they're so nice out there, like straight up. Like, they delivered a package to the wrong house, and those people brought that shit to me. Like, they're like,
That's
this shit,
happening in
they're-
Raleigh.
They're like,
Yeah.
this
It
shit
is
is
not happening in Raleigh,
That's
yo.
dope.
They're like, hey, this shit is not mine. I was like, oh, thank you. Like, y'all are the shit. Like, you know, like,
Damn,
yeah,
that
that's
sounds like a
great,
beautiful place to
That
live.
sounds like
yo.
what we call a community.
yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
it sounds like,
Community.
bro.
a step towards the village.
It's like, is that what it
That's
is?
For real.
Okay.
We joke. There's one stop. Like, we joke all the time. If all this Trump shit goes south, we're just gonna blow up the one way in, one way out road.
Oh,
We all gonna just help each
Sound-
other. Yeah. Shut that shit down.
All right, first of all, I just you know what else I just realized? He's joking with all the towns members about some shit because
Oh,
he
yeah.
knows all of them.
Right,
All of
right,
them.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every town member's like, yeah, we might have to close everything off. If shit get kind of real.
Straight up. Like, we're like, no. Like, I mean, there's probably a couple people I don't know, you know, because there's a lot
Yeah.
of hermits out there that don't come out their house.
I believe it in its
Yeah.
area like that.
Yup,
That's
yup.
perfect. Yeah, that's
But-
perfect for them.
But yeah, no, I know mostly everybody. Like,
Yeah.
sounds
Everybody
so
that's
accepting,
out,
bro.
everybody
It
that's
is.
out,
It's
you
great.
know them.
Bro, I had my daughter at the house, just me, my girl, and my mom by ourselves in the bathtub, and everybody knew about it in town. And I didn't even post that shit in Facebook. Where it just gets around like that. Like, the baby's coming. I went to the grocery store, and everybody in the grocery store hugged me. It was like,
Dang.
congratulations. I was like, this place is amazing. Like,
Damn.
straight up. Like, right now, I'm facing that I might have to move out of there, and I'm actually getting really upset about it. Like,
Damn.
just because of like property owners association. So right now there's kind of like a civil war going on, and it's like
In the town?
these rich ass people came in and bought a bunch of shit and are trying to tell everybody how to live their fucking life and shit like
This
that.
is a fucking movie.
Damn.
That's what
crazy,
fucking
yeah.
happens in the movies,
God
man.
damn, dog.
The rich.
It happens
comes in.
everywhere.
It happens
I know,
everywhere, but it's
everywhere.
like you actually found this utopia for yourself,
And now
and
they're
and now
coming to
and
fuck
that's-
it up.
and they're
Bro, that
coming,
shit-
bro.
That shit is saddening, bro, because the kind of love that you're talking about, we really don't ever see out here.
That's
No,
what I'm
You know what I'm saying?
saying,
And
bro.
to see that
Trying
that shit's
to
already
destroy it,
destroyed, bro.
like-
That's
So
just
you really
fucking
be like,
crazy.
bro, please leave us alone, bro. Please.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
Bro, if we could just bear arms, I would.
Yeah.
Like dead ass. If I could stand up for my town, I would. I'd bear arms with every one of them. And best believe we're all strapped.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I'm not strapped, but I know people. Like, like for real.
Damn.
Like,
Yeah, that's real, bro. That's fucked up, bro.
They always
sucks
come
seeing
at
shit
some
like
point.
that happen too, bro. Because I moved there for a purpose, you
Right.
know, and
Yeah.
they're trying to destroy that purpose, bro. People want to be free, bro. People
Yeah.
want to. It just sucks because there's so many social stigmas and shit that come into play, and that's why it's hard for me to just talk about music, bro. Because I have too much.
so
I'm
much
trying to
shit.
accomplish so much through music. That's
Right,
what it
right,
is.
right.
There's
It's
more
a-
than this music shit. Like
Yeah.
I want
It's a vehicle.
Yeah, bro. Like I want this village. I want these youth centers. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to influence people, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to just make songs. Like that shit is whack.
blood in your face.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nah, I don't give a fuck.
Wait, so they're coming in and it's
Is
just
it
like,
crack? Nah.
no,
Yeah, smoke that shit outside. Nah.
they're just like, hey man, look, we want, this is a free country. We want you to be free, but not that free.
Yeah,
yeah,
slow
yeah,
your
right.
roll, buddy.
Yeah.
Right, right. Let's redefine the definition of
Yeah,
free.
yeah.
Yeah.
It sucks because like everybody makes these beautiful houses, bro. Because there's not like building restrictions there, so they have like these crazy dome houses and this that. Like, but the people are the properties owner association is shutting that shit down. They're like, nah, you can't make cool shit no more. It all has to be like box cutter shit. Like that's not why
Damn.
people are here, bro. Like, and then they're trying to like evict people for living in their houses that they already made because they don't look up to par. I'm like,
Oh my god, because it's not up to they gonna say code or what they gonna say?
yeah,
They gonna
exactly.
say structural code and
They're
shit
starting
like
to
that.
charge property owners association fees on people that have been living there for
and
like
HOAs
20
coming in and
years and
shit?
shit. Yeah.
Fuck.
It's like, bro, like let us just bear arms, bro. Let's just squat it out real quick.
And
Y'all
you know-
grab some swords. We'll grab some
Yeah,
swords, and we'll see who comes out of this.
Yeah.
shit. Like,
We could do the Shaolin style, man.
yeah, because I'm coming out. Because I actually do that shit. I play Dragon Hire, and it's like big ass swords, and we like beat the shit out of
Get the
each
fuck
other.
out of here. You play that shit?
Yeah,
dog?
I got videos of that shit.
I need to
like,
see that
yeah,
when we
yeah.
do that.
Wait,
so
what is
you out here strapping up and going to war for
Oh,
real?
bro, that's
Oh, is that shit where they
Yo,
got like
I
the
gotta
war?
see this shit.
It's called. It's
I wanna
called
do that
like
shit so
it's
bad,
similar
bro.
to LARPing, but LARPing's not full contact.
Wait,
what
that
I play
reminds-
is
You're
what I
playing
play is
contact.
Full contact. We
All
can
right, I
kick
need to
each
see
other,
this.
We
I
could-
need to
we
see
could
this.
What's the,
tackle each other like.
There's a movie that shit is in.
I seen YouTube documentaries on this shit.
No.
The
fucking-
shit with the role models.
That's that shit.
Yes,
that
LARP,
shit.
LARPing
Yes.
role
Yes.
models.
It's like
It's
that,
like that.
but full contact.
But full
like,
con-
full like we will fuck each other up. Like,
That shit look mad fun though.
It is.
No, that's why I need to see that because I'm
Nobody
trying to,
ever gets mad. Like you know how with boxing, there's like some egotistical.
Yeah,
bullshit
yeah.
that
It's
comes
still
with
some
it.
pride to
Nah,
it.
it's fun.
Yeah.
But it's like serious. Like for real.
Damn, I
And
gotta
I'm
see these.
good at that shit.
I need to see
I
that.
believe I wield a sword nicely.
Damn.
It's the best workout I've ever got because it's something I enjoy doing. It gets stress out and shit. Like don't be scared to be yourself. I do that shit. I'll tell
Yo,
everybody.
common theme, bro. That might be part of the name of this shit.
I
Yeah.
put armor on
True.
and all that shit. Like
I need to
what?
see
Be
this,
yourself.
bro. So you fuck
Yeah.
with Game of Thrones? I'm about that Game of Thrones
What?
shit.
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
I can't wait
I'm
for the
about
whole
it,
season
bro.
to drop so I
I'm
can watch
about
it
it.
at once. I haven't watched none of the new season because I like to watch it all at once. I can't do that
Got
anticipation
you.
shit. I can't
See,
be like,
we
oh,
did
what's
it-
happening to this person?
See, look, we did a weekly recap podcast
Yeah.
For
every
for
week
Game
for
of
the
Thrones,
last
my
yeah.
season.
first ex-
For the last
experience.
season.
Like I had never watched a season.
What?
Yeah,
so-
and I read all the books.
Oh,
I read all the
oh,
books.
bro, you
I'm
read?
fully.
I love reading. Look, I just picked up a new book.
What you reading?
Children of the Blood and Bone.
What's it
it's
about?
I've heard that shit before.
Yo,
I've
all right.
heard
So
about
this
that.
lady's wrote a bunch of books and like none of them picked up, but this one she got 6 figures for that shit.
Okay.
and it's super fucking good. Like I ain't gonna say no.
Is it a
spoilers.
fiction
Yeah,
or
yeah.
okay? Children of the Blood.
Yeah, Blood
Gotcha.
and Bone. Yeah.
Blood
yeah.
and Bone. Okay.
I read mostly fantasies and stuff
Okay.
like that. Yeah. But then I read.
See, I'm
like,
trying to read.
I gotta get into that.
I like that shit. That fantasy
I
fiction
read
shit.
most of
I'm
it.
with.
dope. Yeah, I see all. You see it in your head. when
Yeah.
you're reading it?
Yeah.
Me too. I
Shit
forget
gets-
I'm reading sometimes.
Yeah.
I go back and I'm like, damn, how many pages
That's
I've ever
the
read?
thing.
Like,
You get so invested in that world, bro.
Yeah.
Because
I believe that I
especially-
would too because I like sci-fi,
Exactly.
shit.
Yeah. And like, especially like how Game of Thrones. Now I know there's several books like this. Game of Thrones was the first book that I ever had where like the map was in the front.
Okay.
So these motherfuckers
You
are
knew
like,
what was going on.
booze, blase, blah. They traveling here. You're like, all right.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
Oh, that shit kind of
Index.
long. Okay, now I know what you're getting
Right,
into.
right,
Yeah,
right,
you know what I
right,
mean.
right.
Like,
You should read The Wheel of Time.
The Wheel of Time?
Good.
Okay.
Super good.
Yeah.
The wheels with the wheel, some shit like that. It's super good. Though.
Okay, The Wheels of Time. I'm gonna look. I gotta record it. Yeah.
Facts. See, bro, I feel like we could sit here and talk for hours.
We really could. Like that.
We could really
had,
go,
like, a
bro.
good conversation in a while, bro. It's hard to find people to converse with that are like on the same wavelength.
Right,
That's
right.
true, man.
yeah.
And
That's
you
so
just
true.
jump
Very
from one
fucking true, man.
subject to another, and
That's
not
so
feel
true.
like,
Naturally.
bro. And having like I feel like we could have civilized like. Watch the crowd's gonna get quiet. No, not your ass up doing karate and shit. No, I and this may sound weird, but I feel like we could all have a civilized discussion on abortion, and that's when
No,
Yeah.
dead ass. No,
that somebody would be like,
Oh, wait. But you already know, like, you already know the topic that we already discussed. The whole religion shit is gonna get misconstrued anyway.
Oh yeah.
You already know that. You know what I'm saying? You already know
Satan
that.
worship.
Yeah, like all that shit's gonna happen anyway. Like,
Yeah.
Smoke
Hey,
weed and hate
but
God.
people aren't objective.
You know what?
Bro,
You know
people
what?
aren't objective nowadays.
They're not. And you know what I was just thinking? What did you say earlier before we started rolling? You were like, I feel like a falcon rising from the ashes.
Oh, a phoenix rising from
phoenix.
the ashes every time I do acid.
acid.
That's what it was. That's what it
Acid.
was.
I
That's
wake
what
up
it
in the
was.
morning, I'm like,
Yeah, because I
feels
was
good
like,
to be me. Like,
yeah. I was just thinking about that. I was like, what did he say that for? And
Yeah.
For
The acid.
yeah.
See, I haven't done that. See, when I had took 2
Explore
weeks
your
off of work,
mind, bro.
I know, bro. Look, I had took 2 weeks off of work, and I wanted to try shrooms, but I couldn't find none.
Yeah.
Because I did the research on shrooms versus acid, and I wanted to go.
Shrooms
the
is
route.
more visual. Acid is more mental.
Yeah, I want the visual
From experience.
Yeah.
From experience. Yeah.
But I,
like
do
the
want to
mental.
see that mind-opening moment, though. Yeah, I need to see that one time. You know
I
what
watch
mean?
acid, or I take acid and watch Pixar movies mainly, and I just feel like I am the character. Like that. What? The Sword and the Stone? Fire. The Page Master? That shit is
shit.
crazy.
Yeah.
We're Back. Y'all remember that shit with the
Hell,
dinosaurs?
bro, we just watched that shit 2 nights ago, bro.
I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all got super
where's
hype,
that?
and I'm like, I feel like I'm out
Bro,
the loop.
World's Back was
you are.
all right, bro.
that?
I didn't realize how deep. I didn't realize how deep World's Back were. This motherfucker got dinosaurs and put human brains in them, pretty much,
Yo.
and let them use their brains. Like, yeah, you can think, communicate, have emotion, and everything.
And then they
now.
turned them primitive
Dinosaurs,
again
bro.
and shit.
That's dangerous.
Yo, when they turn them like primal and shit again, when you're on acid, that shit is dark.
Yeah, that shit got dark. That
Horton
shit
Hears
got.
Who too.
That T-Rex wasn't friendly no more.
just-
Yeah, that shit got dark, yo.
Oh shit, what happened?
Shout out to that movie. Oh, but shit.
Come out to Crestone. We can open your
Yeah,
mind,
bro.
I've
We're doing
I've
that.
taken a lot of people on their first flight.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Okay, I'm with it.
I do
I'm with it.
DMT. you
I'm
know
so
what
down to
saying?
do it
Oh,
out in the
I
mountains
heard-
too,
yeah.
bro. That's the place I need to do it at.
Yeah.
I'm ready for that.
And
yeah.
there's two different being outside is good, watching Pixar's,
Nature,
and it's
yeah.
all about who you're around, bro, because you're gonna feed off of energy. You know what I'm
Exactly,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
for real. I think that everybody should try it and open their mind. Like that's how I feel. Like everybody should at least experience it. You can't hate something until you experience it. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would never hate it, but I will say I'm afraid of that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's perfect. There's fear about a lot of things that
Mostly
you do.
The
because
unknown
mostly-
shit.
Well, not
Yeah,
so much
no.
unknown shit, just mostly because of my fear of like addiction. That's like one of my.
Oh,
fears.
there are no addictive traits in acid.
No?
It would just be a mental thing, like, oh, I want to do it, but there are no like, you get no
I
like
need it.
withdrawals
Yeah.
or no
Okay,
urges.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I probably haven't done that shit in like 4 months. So,
okay.
but I'm also really good with shit like that. Like I could do cocaine and then never do that shit again. Like I have, and I don't like that shit.
Oh, so you
know?
just
Yeah.
don't have that addictive.
No,
nature.
Because you don't drink anyway, too. On
No,
top
I
of that.
can't stand alcohol
Yeah,
personally. Like,
so-
and like I said, like I don't have nothing against people that drink, but if you can't handle yourself and you acting outside yourself or you
Right.
choosing
Relax.
that shit over moves,
Right,
don't
right,
do
right.
that shit. Anything could be a drug. Weed.
Yeah.
I could choose this over my light
True.
building, then
It's
it's
all
a fucking
choices.
problem.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the truth. That's the truth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shit, man.
We had a conscious ass fucking
we
conversation,
did.
man.
Yeah, that shit was dope as
Fire.
fuck.
We
man. That shit was dope.
opened up our minds.
We did.
Sorry,
but before we get
you
out of here,
talking
y'all
about
want to
that
do?
was great. That was great.
No, hell no, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the point of
This is
it.
the place for
people
yeah,
want to know
yeah,
you.
yeah,
This is what we do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Facts. I fuck with
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Because sometimes it's like pressure, bro. Like
No, there's no pressure at the That's the
they're
best
like,
part
what
about
is
the
this?
podcast.
What do you do? Like,
Right,
So,
yeah,
like-
yeah. It's not gonna be a straight.
only music.
Right.
Like,
So like pretty much,
abortion? What? Like
I literally have a list of like 10 to 15 things I was gonna ask you, but we pretty much hit all of them.
Oh,
And
facts.
Naturally,
Yeah,
right?
we pretty much hit all of them in regular conversation.
which
Just-
is
just go in there.
amazing. If there's anything that we missed, ask that shit.
let me see.
I am an open book, bro.
Let's see. You answer that question.
Convo's going good though. He's like, shit, we done knocked this out.
Oh man, I got to.
Oh.
How could I forget the infamous
Yeah.
Russian roulette?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I saw that shit.
Tell me about
like,
that.
what?
Bro.
I've done that like 6 times and
Whoa,
people hate
how
me
many?
for it. Like maybe 6.
I wouldn't say I hate you for it. I don't even. Why would I hate you?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Did that
I
go
don't like
on
it.
Worldstar?
Nah,
It didn't?
never got
Okay.
on there.
It just went
I don't
crazy.
even think I tagged Worldstar. People might have.
Okay,
but,
it just went crazy on Instagram and
Yeah.
shit.
It's like it was at like 15,000, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, it was going crazy, bro.
Oh.
Nigga, that shit. And then
2 bullets.
I remember
that shit. Yeah.
that one. That's
I mean, the one I
talking
saw.
about.
2? Yeah,
That's the one I'm
actually,
talking
the
about.
funny
The
story
percent
about
raises the percent.
How did you?
The
Yeah, bro.
percentage goes up, bro.
I mean, I saw the comments how you. I saw how you addressed it in the post. Like it was during like a dark time of your life.
Yeah, it was right after. That was literally like days after my sister died.
So it was tied to something.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
okay,
the
okay.
funny story with that is, like how I said I ain't get arrested for shit. I ain't dying for shit neither.
Right.
But
We keep it all the way.
Let me
Man.
let y'all know first.
two of those. All right, so this is the funny story. Those were blanks, but this is.
Word.
Now the funny thing about that is, and I didn't know this. I didn't know this until.
Oh, I was
after.
gonna ask.
I didn't know this until after because I didn't do the research. But I texted Lil Tony. He was like, "Bro, stop! You're tripping." And I was like, "Those were blanks." And he like sent me an article. It was like, "Blanks still go off. Like you will still fuck yourself up."
Yeah, you'll
right.
still.
Right.
You will
really
no,
didn't hit one like percent. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, you're
I'm on
Right,
that.
right,
Like,
right,
right.
Even if it did.
But he was
it
like, "You're
would've
retarded because you were still gonna shoot yourself in the
Yeah,
face."
you
And
still.
I'm like,
You're still gonna get hurt.
You're still at risk.
no, like good to know.
Still at risk. It just wasn't as instant, man.
Yeah, not
you know what I mean?
It's
Yeah.
not
Right.
death. It would just hurt.
It could kill you.
No, it
Damn.
could kill you. It could kill you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
It could
thought
still
it was
do.
Damn,
just a
that's-
noise.
That was a moment. He was like, "Damn, I just escaped some shit."
Yeah, 'cause I thought it was a noise.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then there's a couple other videos that are floating around, and we'll let that mystery sit out. Those aren't blanks no more though, because
Oh, shit.
You don't play no more though, right? Yeah, I'm assuming that. Yeah.
Hell no.
I just had to check real quick. You know what I'm saying?
that was
I
before.
fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
I want you to stay here. You know what I'm saying? I want to do this again, motherfucker.
Make sure we're not
He
playing
comes to
these
the
games no
interview.
more.
He comes to the interview. He's like, "All right, guys, we got
But hell yeah.
I got a daughter now. I can't be.
Oh yeah, you got something to live for. Hell
I
yeah.
don't do nothing. The worst shit I did was get arrested for them cupcakes.
Yeah.
Which is still fucking crazy to me.
Which is still kind of insane how that.
If
all
you
worked
get
out.
caught with edibles in Atlanta, they'll weigh that shit and charge you with the weight of it. So don't do that shit.
Yeah, you don't want no weight charge. The shit gets ugly quick.
Yeah.
Costs you money, and if you ain't got money, it costs you time.
Facts.
Dead
But
ass.
shit, before we get out of here though, let's do the Three Oak Ride Out real quick.
Oh yeah.
I didn't think of a song.
Oh,
and
this
that's
week.
probably my fault. If anybody has a song off the top of their head right now, you can go ahead and pick your song.
I think
Tell
I
us
got
why.
one. Because I just put on Instagram that I finished my feature screenplay that I was working on.
Okay.
Trying to enter into a screenplay competition in April.
I saw that. I saw
you
that.
saw that?
Congratulations, man.
Thank
Yeah,
you, man.
I saw that.
I've been
I
working
saw
on that shit
yeah.
for 4 months.
Yup.
So
Yeah.
I
Let me know
finally-
where to vote if I can.
Oh shit! Yeah, man.
Let me shoot me that link.
Hopefully,
I'll
because
hit
the one I'm entering in is like in LA, so, and it's people in the industry who read your screenplays and shit. I've been trying for like 5 years.
I love
it took
writing.
a while.
Writing is amazing.
Yeah,
yeah.
congratulations,
Stories,
bro.
all
I've
that.
completely
It's not
forgot.
easy, and it's
And I
not
saved
Nah,
that
it's a
shit
hard
to bring
market.
up on the podcast. I
Yeah.
forgot. I'm glad you brought it up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So the song I'm gonna go for my ride out, because since I feel like good, I finally finished that, and I was worried if I was gonna be able to make April 10th, and I was like, because I wasn't finished yet, But then now when I finish, I feel all right. So I'm gonna go with "All Right" by fucking Jamiroquai. If you remember Jamiroquai, 90s soul pop
don't remember
artist.
that.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
know
he had a
personally.
big song in like '96 called "Virtual Insanity," where it was this video. He had this big black hat, and it was this room where the floor kept moving from side to side, and he was like dancing and shit. And it was big for like in '96. He's a one-hit wonder. But I forgot how funky he was and shit. I just revisited like a couple of months ago. I was like, holy shit, I forgot how funky this shit is.
Word.
Yeah.
And he has this funky soul 1970s sounding, even though he came out in the 90s, but it sounded like 1970s Motown funk. And it's called All Right. All right. Hand claps and shit.
Yeah.
And, just driving to that shit. And
Damn, that shit sound like
I
it's about to be
feel
fire.
good.
It does. I
Anticipation
can-
in the building.
I cannot wait to look that up and put that in the sound.
Yeah, he's a white guy too, by the way.
Yeah, I gotta check
think
that
he's
out.
from, yeah, plot twist. Yeah. Just to blow that up. But yeah. So that's now I feel all right. Then okay, I think I'm gonna make it. Now I'm just doing a little polishing, but
But
I'm
it's
gonna make it.
done,
I feel all right. So I was just like,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So that's my song for the week. I feel all right now.
I got
Yeah.
one.
Go ahead.
Shit, mine's a little soft, but it's a dope song too. But
It's all good, though.
And so what you call it? That joint with Pharrell and Snoop. That girl. There's something about this girl.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! What was
my way. Never try to hold back the feelings.
I can hear it, but
stay. You understand that shit?
Damn, man.
Yeah, you already know where that came from, man.
I know, I hear it, but I just can't picture the melody.
But basically, the reason that shit came up is because, as you know, personally, I've recently man up and told my best friend that it's about time that we do this thing.
Hey.
And I kind of like moving into the zone, and like I guess I finally realized that this is a person in my life that I really do fucking love. And that song played the other day, and I was like, God damn, this shit kind of. She kind of fits me right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit kind of fits me right now. So yeah. So that was dope. Yeah. Yeah, that shit right there.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with "Lay Me Back Down" by Portugal the Man.
Portugal the Man. Oh, that's
what's it sound? What's I've never heard of that either.
It's just
I heard some of his new album, but
they're really good.
I'm
gonna
check
play it
it
up
out.
here anyway.
It's gonna be in the audio.
It's gonna be in the audio. Yeah.
Matter of fact,
audio,
it's gonna be right here.
Fire. I know what you did.
just for kicks, man.
And then have you heard the Modern Jesus? We don't need.
Oh yeah. I heard
Atomic Man. He's like, after you, hell will be easier.
Oh, that sounds fire.
That
sounds like, that's what I'm saying. That bar right. That was
that
a bar.
line
that
alone.
Was a bar.
You had a hard relationship.
I'm looking that up.
Yeah. So it's like alternative.
They're super probably.
Okay.
Left
Yeah, I'm
field or some
definitely
shit.
looking that up. That'll be perfect for the playlist. And then for mine, I got because I'm feeling better this week. I've been waiting for this like sales month at work to end. Shit's just been rough. Like,
I had one of those days today.
It's just been rough. So now I'm going into this week. Got energized, bruh. I got a planner now. I'm banging shit out. So I'm playing "I'm the Man" by 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Bitch, I'm the man.
Yeah.
Ho, I'm the man. You know I'm the man.
You know I'm the man.
Came in the game, get money.
That shit hard.
Yeah, that 50
hard.
shit. 50 killed that.
That's one of those
record,
songs that I don't skip when it comes to my shit.
I miss
Can't.
old 50.
And you know what, real quick before we wrap it up, it's just so funny because I heard that. The only reason I heard of that song because I didn't watch Power, and I don't watch Power. I still haven't seen it. I heard Birdman talking about it because I was watching a Birdman interview, and this motherfucker was in his crib doing a Hot 97 interview, sitting on his rich ass looking couch, and he was like, and you know what, yo? You know how Birdman talks. He was like, you know what, yo? My boy 50 Cent, he got a hit right now. Hey, boy. I'm the man shit. I play that shit every day, nigga. He like, I fuck with that. 50 got one. 50 got one. 50 still that nigga. He got one. That's the one. I was like, is it that good?
Shit.
I heard it. I was like, yeah, this shit's fire, bro. Yeah, bro.
I remember because when you put me onto it, I was like, damn, I'm a whole year late.
Yeah, me too. I was fucking almost a year late, but this shit fire,
I
bro.
probably never heard it, to be real.
It's
I ain't
crazy.
heard nothing new
I
about
can play
50.
it, and this is from like 16.
Okay.
16, maybe 15.
I haven't heard anything.
It was like the first
I
season
think
of Power,
Get
whenever that
Rich or
came out.
Die Trying.
Was the last
Yeah,
season.
I was like,
Yeah, whenever the first season of Power dropped, that's when it came out.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, this is a fire episode. I appreciate you coming through, bro.
Yeah, it's just dope.
Yeah, bro, this
Hell yeah.
worked out perfectly,
Enlightened
bro.
conversations. The
Yeah.
world needs this shit.
The
Yeah.
3-0
Individuals
podcast.
need to be able to just talk to
shit.
each other, not biased opinions and shit. Like,
Yeah.
Exactly, bro.
Yes, sir. Champloo Sloppy.
Yeah.
The 3-0 podcast. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Oh, where can they find you? Go ahead, just spit it out real quick. I'm gonna put it in the video anyway.
Champloo Sloppy on everything.
Everything.
CHAMPLOO Sloppy. And then if you want to play PlayStation, it's Sloppy 919. But
Yeah, facts.
Bet.
But yeah, we out of here. We're gonna see y'all next week. Peace.
See ya.
Peace.